Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
It's Friday Night Live.
It is.
Stream. How's everybody doing?
Just working on my pointing.
Yeah, I got to get that down.
Yes. Yes.
It's like the demented Brady Bunch in here.
There. Okay. All right.
All right, so this is Decibel Geek Friday Night Live. We've taken a week or so off, but now we're back, and we want to have some fun tonight. We're going to talk about rock and roll. We're going to hang out with our friends from the Cobras and Fire podcast, our Pantheon brothers, Bakko and Loose Cannon. What's going on, guys?
I'm excellent.
Good evening. We both waited for the other one.
Yeah, that's right. That'll be the last of that.
You guys are so polite to each other.
I'll step on you the rest of the time. Get ready for the interruptions. All right.
And, of course, as always, my awesome friend and kick-ass co-host on the Decibel Geek podcast, my main man right over here, Chris Sinzak, with us tonight.
Hey. How's it going?
I'm going to remember for the first time ever to turn on my comments as we start. Look, there we got some already. That's awesome.
All right.
Oh, somebody's complimenting Chris's hair already. You know, yeah, we're back Friday Night Live. Some things never change.
Oh boy,
I love it.
Look at Chris Sinzak. He's so luxurious and plush tonight.
You need glasses. All right. And Kristen Schimbeck, who I like to refer to as the 1%. That's the percentage of our female listenership. Thanks for joining me tonight.
Yeah.
10 times ours.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I wish we had 20 Scott Crouches like you guys have.
Those come in handy.
Yeah, we got a Scott Crouch.
Sure,
it's the same Scott Crouch, but yeah, but he's like, but he loves.
Our Scott Crouch is way cooler than yours.
Hey.
But he loves Cobras and Fire a lot more than Decibel Geek these days.
Okay.
Like, he's digging into the archives and sharing them. I'm like, man, we need that guy.
That's good. No, that's good because he was there for us at one time too, you know, and so. I mean, if any two shows are going to cross-pollinate, it's going to be the two of us. You know, it's going to be Cobras and Fire. It's going to be Decibel Geek.
Does that mean we're all Eskimo brothers?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I still need to look that up. Okay.
That's where you get together at Rockin' Pod next year and rub the tips of your wieners together.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, it's like Eskimo kiss or something like that.
That's in July. We can get out there for $100. That's what you get. A little. I didn't see that as part of the itinerary, but please add it.
That's the secret agenda.
Yeah,
come on.
that was in your
we're
private
glossing
email.
over the headline. No, we're glossing over here. We're just moving past it. That Sinzak and Camaro just called Scott Crouch our sloppy seconds. So.
That is true. He went through 500 and plus episodes. He's like, I'm done. What else do you guys have? I'll go over here. It's all right.
Bakko, you're blurry according to Kirsten.
Is there a way I can chip out and come back in? Anytime I do video, it seems like I have problems in the first few minutes.
I assumed you already spilled beer all over your computer within the first 3 minutes.
What I see on my end is clear across, but I can. Do I just hit leave studio and come back in?
Yeah, you can do that if you want.
All right, I'll give that a shot.
I always suggest you to tap out, so go.
He's just going to log out and clean his glasses and put them back on and be like, there, it's much better.
That's right.
Yeah, I need to cue up the Brady Bunch theme song for this.
But yes, thanks for the invite back. Must have not stunk up the joint, or we stunk it up just enough.
Yeah,
to come back. One of the two.
That's the idea. That's the criteria.
I'm just here, like I say every time. I'm just here for the graphics and the voiceover for the Bracket Brawl. Come on, bring it! Come on!
It's not time yet. We gotta wait. You gotta wait till it's time. Come on, man.
Just a little preview.
Well, there you go, folks. Spoiler alert: we do have a Bracket Brawl tonight. Thanks a lot.
I thought there always was. I thought that was the deal every time. Every time I've seen it, it is. And that's the one time I was on it when I rewatched myself.
It's the easiest thing to whip together for sure because I just really finished it about a half an hour ago.
Okay.
As time's ticking down, there's 5 minutes left. I'm like, show and tell. You know, what do I got? What
do you think? Is the lens clear?
It's much
better.
I think so.
Okay.
It's much clearer. Yeah. Go back to the other way. No, I'm just kidding.
Good.
No, I'll see you. I do have to ask, why do you have a pink guitar? What is that? What's the story with that one?
It's my wife's.
Ah, that's what they all say.
I'm sorry, I don't have a better story than that, but yeah, no.
That's the
you zoom in really close. It's got a Vinnie Vincent autograph on it.
You beat me to the joke.
And because if it was mine, there'd still be some strings on there, at least 6 of them. But
I didn't know
Your wife is
played.
so good, she only needs 3.
yeah.
Machine Gun Kelly acoustic. Somebody commented.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. I like that.
3 string.
No, that's
That's
the
what I'm gonna say. From going forward, it's good. That's gonna be my answer. Is that's actually given to me by Machine Gun Kelly, my favorite rock artist right now.
Well, as of today, they announced he's not a rock artist anymore. He says he's going back to rap now.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bad news for rap.
horrible in both genres.
No kidding. Yeah, you're sucking in 2 different genres.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm assuming everyone saw the Howard Stern clip of him playing Aerials, the cover of the System of a Down song.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
no,
we
I have not.
talk about that a little bit on the upcoming episode.
Oh, it's bad.
It was pretty bad.
So bad.
Oh man! All right. Well, so let's get into and before, we mentioned the upcoming episode. If you haven't listened to the latest episode, the new Fresh Blood episode, make sure you check that out. And got a lot of good feedback on that so far.
A
So
lot of good feedback, man.
everybody
I'm getting
for-
all kinds of personal messages of people saying, "Thanks for turning me on to these bands," and this is great. Yeah, there
Everybody
they
go
are,
out to
right
the
there.
side.
Everybody following?
Is my screen frozen?
No, I already
No, but
did
this
it.
is fun.
All
All
right.
right. All right.
Can I give, by the way, just quick feedback. The one song that stuck out was, I don't remember your buddy's name, but I really liked that song, Goddamn Vampires.
Isn't that awesome?
Catchy as hell. Ramones like, and like you said, like, I just thought it was a good find. I'm going to check out his other one, whatever it is, No Soap for You.
Yeah. It's awesome, man. It's good stuff, man. That, like I said, that dude was always like, he was the local rock hero to us little kids. Like he was a little bit older than us, and we were little rock and roll kids. And man, he could really play. You know, even when we were young, that guy could just rip. Talking about Jeff Sandbaum.
Yeah.
And all of us little rock kids, we all looked up to him. He was our little hero. You know, hero to the children. That guy still doing it today.
No, Patrick
Been
Green.
getting a
loves
lot
some
of good
Flickertail.
feedback on the Bomb Squad and Flickertail too. And
Love
Battering Ram. Everybody
Battering
loved
Ram.
Battering Ram. And
all these sound like Sebastian Bach recommended names during Supergroup.
well, that's what we said. Like Battering Ram. You know, this
Ram.
This is a new band. How has that one never been taken? You know.
Please.
Yeah, did you see the comments? Somebody was like, Battering Ram from Arizona? And I was like, no, from Sweden. So I guess it has been taken before.
And somebody else was like, no, Battering Ram from Connecticut. And then the next person was like, no, Battering Ram from Kansas.
Yeah, there's probably like 20 of them.
There's a Battering Ram for every state. Like it used to be like Drain STH and like X Japan. This has got Battering Ram New Jersey, Battering Ram Texas.
Yeah.
No one's taken Power Ram yet.
That's what I was just gonna say. Great song, great Bakko original.
Well, there's never been a cooler name than Jesus Chrysler. And I mean that sincerely. I still think that's one of the best band names.
Great
of all
name.
time.
Yeah.
Too bad the music sucks.
Well, true. Yeah. Those guys need is a better gimmick.
Yeah.
Hey, we celebrate their whole catalog here. Come on.
I mean, once you get past the music, the name is awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Oh, Aaron, look, the Moogers are checking in, and they brought tequila.
I can't even read the word tequila. I'm turning the comments off.
If you're a Patreon VIP, there's a funny story coming up about Aaron and some tequila, and they
It
don't
wasn't so
mix.
funny. I didn't.
Patreon, you're already going Ron Keel on the whole thing. Everybody subscribe to your Patreon. Jeez,
Patreon.com/Ron
give it a
Keel.
fucking rest.
You already took that was I'm not even using that now. I think that's great. Anybody ask you any question, just give me URL. Don't answer them. Here's a link.
Hear more about that.
I'd like to give you an answer, but check out patreon.com/LC for the full story.
I'll chip in for that one. Well, you know, there's a good interview with Ron. Yeah, and obviously, I thought it became just kind of a funny joke with Ron doing that over and over.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, it brings to mind something. Why is LC like hardly ever on the interviews? It's always Bakko and the guest. What are you too big for interviews? Is that the deal?
Man, that's a great question, and the answer is just Lack of motivation. I mean, that's one of it. And also he arranges them like, and yeah, I think over the course of since 2015, I think I've done 10 interviews.
Yeah.
Of those, when we were going through them, like I think we've done 50. What do you think, Bakko? 50
in that neighborhood,
60?
yeah, somewhere there.
Whatever. But it's
I would
not
count, but I don't want to upset somebody.
No, I think it's just there's, as you guys know, it's a lot of setup and scheduling and stuff like that, and then finding the time and randomly pulling yourself away for work. And just Bakko, he doesn't have little younger kids running around too, fucking with them. So I think that's
actually
that's a
big part
bonus.
of it, is the kids are out of the house, so
yeah,
I don't know that I would do as much when they were younger, but although that maybe I would and spice it up a little bit. Get Jade coming in when she's having some menstrual thing or something. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck the kids.
Ron Keel, why is this happening to me? That's my question. I need to know, why is this?
Yeah, just
well,
fun fact.
Go to patreon.com, Ron Keel, and I'll get you.
You can find out.
I'm not sure if you've done the math, but basically it's the people that have appeared in the most episodes in the show is Bakko, myself, and Ron Keel. He's I think he's about 7-8%. He actually is the third co-host.
Yeah,
Well,
Well,
actually,
might
I think
be more than Keel, huh? I mean, I know you're joking, but I started spinning literally like Toomey maybe up there at 7. I don't know.
What about
He
Michael
might be.
Sweet? He's got to be up there too, huh?
He's up there.
Who's that?
And Michael
5.
Sweet?
Yep.
Yeah.
no one's appeared more on your show than Aaron Camaro has.
Yeah,
That's
no
true.
kidding. That's the
sorry.
damn truth right
He
there.
is. Yeah, but he's like
Where's my money?
he's like the Kramer or whatever. He just walks in real quick, does a thing, and walks out of the room.
I just
But,
let
he's
everybody know.
featured every
Hey,
episode.
hey, everyone, this is Aaron Camaro. I'm just going to cut you guys a promo you recorded. Hey, everybody, this is Aaron Camaro from the Decibel Geek podcast. Time to laugh right now.
That's right.
You just put that in there.
I'm against laugh tracks except for Aaron Camaro's laugh.
Yeah, but you have a tendency to put his laugh in on the worst jokes of the show.
Because that sells them. Come on.
I hadn't noticed.
The weirdest thing about Cobras and Fire, it's like the worst jokes are the funniest. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's hard to differentiate. But I say, like, after we added Camara's laugh was when the show just all of a sudden, like that's the biggest improvement. You look like when was the part where the show got better for anything you want, any pop culture?
You know what?
That was
quite
right
similar with Decibel Geek, I think. Yeah.
Episode 3. That's right.
Fun fact: the Camaro laugh actually took over the Cardi B laugh. I was using that for a few episodes, and then
Yes.
Going all the way back. But we actually talked about it on the episode coming out Tuesday, that you don't have to be a Patreon subscriber to hear it. You just have to want to. But except for the fact that the part I'm going to talk about made the cutting room floor. But yeah, we were joking about, like, do people actually think Camaro's like in one of our studios with us, just sitting behind us laughing?
Just sitting on a chair in the corner.
Are we tricking people? Are we lying to them?
We have that on the real shows they have it says applause or like that. It's
right.
a sign that glows, and all of a sudden you just jump into your thing and take your check.
Yeah, I'm sitting in the corner right in front of the sign. I'm not even paying
listening.
attention.
No sign. You're just listening and naturally laughing at natural moments. So
okay, all right.
Oh boy,
my version's better.
And then getting your paycheck. So.
Oh yeah, that's how everybody knows this is a farce. Is because I don't have no paycheck. I should. But
That's right.
if I got paid for that, I could quit my day job.
Yeah, if you got paid for every laugh drop.
Every laugh, yeah.
Remember,
Someday when
it's
you-
$1 a day, $1 a day
Right.
from everybody.
Someday when you guys make it huge and are billionaires,
Mhm.
you're gonna be hearing from me.
I'll take care of you.
Done.
Are you guys ever going to bring the buy us a beer thing back?
No.
No?
Not unless everybody agreed to buy you Coors every time.
It was entertaining to listen
story,
to.
and it was cumbersome. It was, I don't know, inconsistent. I don't know. It was fun while we did it, but yeah.
According to the label, this beer's got jism in it. And I don't want to drink it.
Where the fuck are you shopping?
Yeah.
according to Bakko, any micro beer has jizz in it. We're still against it. Oh yeah, it's not pure like the Coors Light,
I don't know what
filtered
you're talking
perfectly. Hey, mate, you're just a hater. That's it.
I don't even know where it comes from.
I remember the time that somebody had you guys drink Space Dust IPA.
Oh, fuck that beer. I can't stand it. That is nothing but headache in a can.
Oh man,
Chris was drinking that shit on
What a
purpose.
hater! God, just such a
I
hater.
used to.
Man.
I used to.
I thought it was
polish off
good,
the
but
sticks
yeah,
back in the
honestly, you get
time.
about halfway through one can, and it's like, well, now I need to lay down on the floor because everything's fucking spinning.
It's like 8% alcohol. Yeah.
As you say, you have to brush your teeth halfway through.
Brush your tongue. It's like,
Yeah, I bet.
So thick. Anyway, this is great entertainment so far.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
You can tell we came like completely unprepared tonight. So, all right. So,
Bakko hates micro beers.
That's right. Great material. Really
Camaro wants to get paid for his laugh.
Oh,
Good stuff.
right.
Let's liven this shit up, man. Let's go.
let's go.
well, I mean,
Come on, man.
nobody's watching anyway.
Well,
all right.
you know,
Let's,
This is already the
Already lost
definition of
Christian Schembeck. I reset my video and everything.
Yeah, listen.
now
this
you're
is the
blurry
second
again, to be
time-
honest.
This is the second
Oh,
time
God
we're on the
damn it.
show. This is the definition of a sequel. The reappearance of us are already right now.
Yeah, it's
We're-
never as good as the
Yeah,
first
it's
time.
never
right?
as good.
What did you expect, really?
That's right.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's do rock and roll show and tell. And here's the fancy
boy.
graphic for that and everything. So there you go.
Rock and roll show and tell.
Yeah, I need to isolate that and record it and then play it every time. But I'm not as motivated. So, all right. So who's gonna go first today?
I guess I will.
Blurry, so I'm gonna wait.
All right, Aaron, you go first.
Let's give Bakko a chance to get things fixed up. I don't have nothing too exciting, just a few things that I picked up the last time I was at the store doing a little CD hunting, and I found some good ones.
Cut out.
Get this one right here. Now, these aren't cutout bin ones. These are pretty well known. That's Spooky Tooth.
Okay.
You guys know about
Spooky Tooth.
Spooky Tooth?
Yeah, it did better by you, better than me.
That's right. The original
The band that
version of the song.
kills people.
What are you suing us for? You should be going after Spooky Tooth.
You should be sued for being called Spooky Tooth.
I don't know. I think it's kind of a cool name.
Well, what's the spooky tooth look like?
It's an old 70s rock band. This one's called The Last Puff. I think
I'm guessing it's somebody from the South. Because
Summer teeth.
That's
One,
Did
two.
you see the last season of Ozark drop today?
stereotype.
Yeah, and James
I'm gonna finish
McElhenney
that
is
shit
James McElhenney stopped watching Ozark to watch this. I
Wow.
question your judgment, my friend.
I actually
but
did
thank
not
you.
know.
Well,
the
this
Ozark-
is live.
I gotta
though.
go
This is
actually
live.
because I didn't know it was out. So
Yeah. I'll be watching that tomorrow.
I will
Everybody
too.
sure loves that show. I've never seen it.
It's
Oh,
like
it's
Breaking.
awesome.
It's like Breaking Bad, but without the humor.
It's,
I've never watched Breaking
darker than
Bad.
Breaking Bad. Oh God, Aaron, come on. You're missing
I watch
out.
Batman movies. That's it.
Oh,
Batman movies, professional wrestling, and football. That's all I got time for.
oh man.
All right, so Spooky Tooth, old 70s band. I got another weird old 70s band, Stone the Crow. You guys
Never
know
heard
anything
of
about
them.
Stone the
No,
Crow?
I don't.
I forget who was talking to us about this not too long ago. I want to say it was Philip Schaus was asking if we'd ever heard of Stone the Crow. It's got a female singer. They got some kind of, I think she sang on the Zeppelin song. What was the Zeppelin song with the woman doing the duet with Robert Plant? You know what I'm talking about? I think it's her. I'm pretty sure.
I don't
And
know.
she had a messed up life and died young, and it's kind of a weird thing, but the music's
Oh,
pretty
thanks
cool.
for bringing that in.
It's like late 70s kind of rock, so it's all pretty good. I've been trying to check out more of that. And then this was what I was really excited about. I've been looking for these. You guys know I got the list, right? I got a list of like 3,000 CDs that I'm looking for. And I'm adding to that list all the time. I got to have the list because when I'm out hunting, I've got so many already that I might buy 2, maybe 3.
You have a list of 3,000 CDs that
And
you're
I
looking
add to
for.
it all the time. Like we do Fresh Blood, so then I got to add all Chris's albums to it. I add all the ones that I picked, and then I
Okay.
Battle of Evermore. That's what I'm talking
Oh, I
about.
love that song.
Look at that.
And
See?
I think that's the chick from Stone the Crow, if I'm not mistaken.
Huh. I never heard of them.
So I got this massive list. I got to have the list. Otherwise, I'll buy doubles. Like there's so many times where I see something, I go, oh, that's fucking awesome.
Have you heard of Discogs?
Yeah, but
That's a lot of work.
it's a spreadsheet is all it is. And I can just delete it.
All right,
and
fair
I'm going to
enough.
share it with nobody. It's
It's
nobody's
a lot
business.
of work. So is putting together a fucking spreadsheet. Well, you
Yeah,
don't have
but
to.
Discogs is more work than putting together your own personal spreadsheet.
Not at all. You take a picture of the barcode, boom, it's on your list.
Listen, Aaron is an Excel man. Just let it go.
What about albums that don't have barcodes?
Did I do something to hurt your feelings earlier tonight? I don't know what's going on. I'm just having
Jesus
a conversation.
Chrysler don't have no fucking barcodes on it. What do I do there?
Oh, well,
there you go.
I would
Not
albums-
barcodes for Chrysler? Come on.
you need coasters.
So, I mean, I can put Jesus Chrysler in my spreadsheet, but I can't put it in Discogs.
All right.
But okay, so I use my list all the
Okay.
time, and these are ones that have been on my list for a long time. I never ever see them anywhere, and I found 2 of them today.
Udo.
Udo solo albums
I do notice that those CDs are smaller than normal.
Are they?
because they're further away.
No, I just meant because they're Udo.
Oh, because it's Udo.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, come on, Chris, with the drum, man, the drum.
I'm
You
late
gotta
on
be
that,
on
I'm
it.
sorry.
We got loose cannon here. You gotta have your finger on the button of the drum.
I need some help here.
There's your laugh track.
Thank you.
So that's what I got, man. Super excited to find those Udo albums. I've never heard them before, and I put the one in on the ride home. Mean Machine, pretty killer. Sounds just like Old Accept,
Cool.
and I like it.
Very cool.
That's my show and tell.
That's yours for today.
Right on.
All right, I'll go next. I got a few things. Well, Aaron saw some of these when we had the barbecue at his house a couple weeks ago, but actually this week I got this in. He doesn't know about this. Our local Nashville band Noise Cult. I got this on vinyl. It's
Oh,
Seraphic
nice.
Wizard. How cool of an album cover is that?
It's hard
Dirt.
with the reflection.
Yeah, with the
I was gonna
reflection,
say,
it kinda
That's
sucks.
good. That's good right
How's that?
there.
Is that
Your
better?
computer
That's cool,
monitor.
man. I gotta check that out.
There
That's
we
a
go.
great band, man. That was when I.
What's it
came-
called?
Noise Cult.
Noise
Seraphic
Cult.
Wizard.
Badass cover there, though.
Yeah,
Nice.
and they've been around since like the early 2000s. I actually
Yeah.
booked this band when I was a promoter in the mid 2000s.
Huh.
So,
When I first moved to Nashville, it seemed like any cool rock show that I would go to, Noise Cult was was almost always the opening band.
yeah, they
And
opened for
they've gone through some different lineup changes and stuff, but I mean they're
Mhm.
still really damn good. I saw them open for Overkill.
Yeah.
Teeny tiny club.
yeah. That's a show that Aaron and I were both at, but it was years before we met each other. Which is kind of
I
weird.
didn't know that you were
You know-
at the music at the show.
I was,
Wow.
yeah, because the singer for Piranha was the singer in my band before he reformed Piranha, and they opened that show.
That's
for
right, because it
Overkill.
was Piranha, Noise Cult, and then Overkill.
Yep.
When
That
you
was
said
an
you saw
amazing show.
Overkill, you didn't need to point out that it was in a really small club.
It was all, but it was like that's part of it because it was so small, and they had just come back from playing like this massive festival in Europe, and they play this club that is now a Domino's Pizza.
Yeah, it's a Domino's pizza. now.
That's no lie. Like right now, it's a Domino's Pizza, but it was a music venue, so tiny.
What's
Yeah,
the
news?
yeah?
the
What's the
stage-
capacity for a rock show at a Domino's Pizza? How many people can
Man.
fit in the Domino's?
500
71.
tops crushed in there.
500.
And I don't remember that
500,
show.
no way.
I don't even
Fuck
remember that show
no.
drawing very well either.
You don't need that much room for pizza.
Well, and Overkill hasn't even been back since that show, so which kind
No.
of sucks.
That's they probably said we're never fucking playing Nashville.
Well, they come
again."
here all the time.
Well, I
Stick us
heard Domino's
in a
reached out, but
Domino's.
they turned them
Yeah.
down. So. All right, so
We played Nashville once
Yeah.
at a fucking Domino's, never went back.
Hey, look. But in all seriousness, that means that band has enough demand to. This is not a rep. I'm saying like vinyl, you got to what print 300, 500, something like that. So that
Mhm.
means that they have enough local fan base for those to sell though. That's good.
yeah,
Yeah,
No, they're
in
cool.
Nashville alone.
Or
then I
the
picked
money
up,
to make it, but you know.
picked up this one, Nazareth, No Mean
Oh,
City,
No Mean
yeah,
City.
No Mean City. That's a good one.
1979, I believe.
Love that.
I
album
actually,
cover.
I almost grabbed a
Probably
copy
great
of that
cover.
on Record Store Day that I saw just in the used rack, but I don't know. I was already spending too much money.
This band featuring one of our most memorable, not for the right reasons, interview subjects, Balance with Bob Kulick.
Ooh.
from the
What
70s.
is that? I don't even know what that is.
It's
Is that the
from
band?
1981. It's a band he had with Pepe Castro and Doug Katsaros. And you can see Bob looking like the 70s porn star here on the back cover.
Nice. Hot.
Yeah.
Looks like a shaved head. Freddie
Is it
Mercury.
jamming? Is it hard rock?
It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But
Not too bad.
I bought it for the Kiss connection.
So it's just it's a 3-piece band?
Yeah, they were a trio.
Does Bob sing?
No, I think Pepe Castro sings on these songs.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But
All
Pepe's the drummer, right?
Pepe.
I don't even know. Let me look. Nate, I didn't know I was going to get a quiz on the Balance album from Aaron.
Listen,
I'm sorry, man. I'm just intrigued by it.
Pepe Castro.
Looking at
Pepe Castro lead and background vocals. Well, it doesn't even mention that. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. So no, Pepe was the lead singer. Bob was the guitar player. Doug Katsaros was the keyboardist, and then additional musicians. Andy Newmark played drums. Willie Weeks played bass, and John Siegler played bass.
Gotcha. So it was a 6-piece, but only 3 of them got on the album cover.
Yeah, and managed by Steve Lieber and David Krebs. Because I know you're going to ask me that next.
Yeah.
So
Nice. There's a Kiss connection there, right?
Yeah.
Krebs.
Yeah, Lieber and Krebs were famous managers.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
right. They managed Kiss
That's the
back
closest
in the
thing
day.
I'm going to get to a Wikipedia read, and I'll take it.
All right, cool.
right.
And on the spot, and he didn't even use Wikipedia. That's
No.
amazing.
No, I used the album cover. That's like
Smooth.
in-person
I love
Wikipedia.
it. Old school.
I
then,
am Wikipedia.
And then I don't know if you guys
Wickamero.
do you guys know
like that.
Detective Michael Day Barr's
Yep.
band from back in the day?
Oh, okay.
This is It Takes One to Know. I already had their debut album, so I figured I might as well pick this up, and it was
Those
what?
guys
Put
look
that
like
cover back up.
$4.
That's some kind of
Is he
super
hot?
heavy metal, huh?
Is he
No.
hiding a boner? What is he doing? He's putting his hands right in
Oh,
his
yeah.
crotch there. You see that?
Well, it's funny.
But-
That's where you
but not the guy in
immediately
the
go.
yellow
But
pants. The guy in the yellow pants is putting it right out there for the
he's
world.
showing
to
it
look
all.
at. Yeah.
I see.
yeah,
I
but no,
like it,
that's
though.
Detective. But this was put out on Swan Song Records, which is Zeppelin's label
Mhm.
back in the day. And then I got
You
this.
start dressing like that again.
This is in horrific condition, but it's cool because it's weird. Grand Funk Railroad.
Oh yeah, I love that.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
It looks like a big coin.
Interesting.
Yeah, I got
Nice.
that.
How many sides does it have?
Two.
It's a coin.
yeah,
it's got 3: the front, the back, and the sides.
and let me remind everybody we are not on Cameo.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
So, all right.
What's the opposite
Nor
of a star?
do any of us own
Speak for
Cameo
yourself.
albums.
Oh, you're on Cameo,
Was Bakko
Bakko?
already on
Yeah,
there?
but-
I didn't know that.
Yeah, but on my personal Cameo, I actually pay you to ask me to say something. So it's not the best business move I've done. So.
Bakko will pay you to call him and leave a voicemail.
Word up. All right. All right. Last one for today. Rainbow Difficult to Cure from the early
Nice.
80s. Well, this is actually in really good shape.
Is that Jolene Turner on that one, or
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I think the working title for that was Moon River.
Hmm. Yeah, Joelyn Turner, Don Airy, Roger Glover.
do you not have a
to get
cricket
my own
sound
drum
effect?
sound
Or,
effect.
Oh, actually, I do. There you go.
Thank you.
Hey, it's Vinnie Vincent's new record.
wow.
All right. All right. That's all I got for this week.
Pretty cool.
All right.
These guys in
Bakko.
Detective look metal.
Well, right over my shoulder here, you can see I have a Machine Gun Kelly acoustic guitar.
Autographed by Vinnie Vincent.
We already did that.
Actually, Machine Gun Kelly offered to autograph it, but I thought it would be worth more if he didn't. So it is
Yeah.
not autographed.
Okay.
But other than that, I got it pretty light. I bought some old school 80s metal recently. It Mark Tonillo's original band. See, I can't even do it.
TT Quick.
TD Quick, Medal of
Oh,
Honor.
yeah,
I think their debut record on Megaforce. Of course, Mark, is it Tornillo or Tornillo? Whatever. He's the singer for Accept now. but,
Tornillo, I think.
I had this CD at one point in the 80s. Anyway,
I have a question on that one though.
paid a little too much.
Is that because I've never heard that, and I do like the newish version of Accept. Like, does it sound like Accept, or is it the same vocal style back then, or what is it like?
You would recognize the singer, but I don't know that I would say the music it sounds like Accept.
Okay.
It's probably a little closer to thrash than Accept, but I don't know.
Yeah. I've heard some of their stuff. I actually like what I've heard from them. It's a pretty good band.
Too.
I think they were a New Jersey band. All right. So that's it. Machine Gun Kelly and TT Quick.
I got crap everywhere. If you want my Kiss incense, fucking.
I'm just trying to fill time, Bakko. Come on, work with me here.
I got the Paul Stanley, Mr. Potato Head up here on the monitor. You can kind of see him hanging out up there.
Take his
and of
nose
course,
off.
one of a kind
Jesus
Chrysler pictures. So there's a Fonzie. Courtesy of my co-host, he sent me that. Fonzie still sealed. I'm sorry, mint in box. So.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, if you want to see more, go to patreon.com/Bakko. And I'll show you what's in all the Kiss tubs that LC keeps talking about.
Yeah, because after all, you're just doing your job, right?
That's right.
Just doing my job. Hey.
Well, I got a. Sorry, you still going, Bakko?
No, all yours.
You good? Okay. All right. No problem. Let's be courteous. I can't even remember if I showed this last time, but stop me if you've seen this before. But this is Bakko's.
You did, but it's fun to revisit.
Pull the CD cover out and actually.
Oh, well, okay. So this show. Yeah. Mr. Malloy's before the Great Whites. He was just the Great White. And
hey, Cunningham is in the house.
So you got a nice smile there. If you get all closer, he's got those teeth. Look at those. It's coming at you. Okay, that's when and then let me see the inside. I got this for Christmas one year, by the way, a couple years ago.
What a gift!
It says,
I can tell by the way you share it over and over again. It's your most prized.
It's signed from Mitch Malloy. It says "To Loose Cannon," Mitch Malloy, that guy from Van Halen.
No, pull the actual cover out.
Hold on, what else is it? Oh, here it is. He's got some. It's Mitch Malloy and is very. He says, very thoughtful, walking around. It says, "I'm so sick of people asking me, are you that guy from Van Halen?" He's got thought balloons there. What else is here? It says, "Sorry, I got my own thing going on. I can't be in Van Halen." That's what he said. This guy's own thing. All right, that's also the working title for that bit was Going Back to the Well. All right.
Oh man, I love it that anybody that's watching this either totally gets it or has no idea what the fuck.
Yeah, either you get it or you really don't. You're like, well, why are you guys picking on Mitch Malloy?
Yeah.
No, you either get it or you're like, who's Mitch Malloy?
Exactly. Yeah.
I turned it on Friday for 2 hours of inside jokes. Terrible. All right, moving on. We've got Audrey Horne.
Nice.
Nice vinyl.
Like
I got to tell you, if you're like Thin Lizzy, this is actually more ripping, almost like Iron Maiden or a little Volbeat. I don't know. This one's next level, but the actual packaging, it's a gatefold, is done pretty well. It's called Devil's Bell. I don't think it's hard to see with the light. But what's the band called? It's a weird name. It's called Audrey Horne.
That sounds like a pop singer name.
And it does. And it's actually named after. There you go. It's a terrible, perfectly rated name.
Yeah, it is.
Really bad.
I love the
really
name.
Bad.
I actually disagree with him on this. I love that name. I think it's great. Especially when he told me where it came from.
I want to check that out on your recommendation, but I know after this is all said and done, I'm never going to remember the name, and I'm going to look up Twin Peaks on Wikipedia and try to figure out which one rings a bell.
Yep. And it's Devil's Bell. Speaking of bells, for it, but check out the song "Breakout" or "Animal." Both titles been used before by many bands. Animal and Breakout. Can we have an end? Can we have just like a like an end on? You can't use Breakout anymore. Yeah. That one has been used by Foo Fighters. Your boy Ace
Frehley.
If you have a song called "Animal" and a song called "Breakout" on the same album,
right?
That's it.
I think I just invalidated my recommendation.
Yeah.
All right. So then the next one
Hey,
is
real quick, LC,
yeah.
because I'm not familiar. Is that the newest Audrey Horn, or is that like a different
brand
one?
new, and it's the
Okay.
one you took. And again, here's another funny one. They also have a song called "Dance Macabre," which is a ghost name of a ghost song. So there's no more titles left, apparently.
They
but
used the name
well,
Dance
kinda like-
Macabre.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
But that's a phrase that's tied into a bunch of other stuff. So I don't know that. I mean, it is.
Oh,
like
I didn't know
saying
that.
You
I never
stole
heard that before the ghost
Breakout,
one.
but yeah.
Yeah.
Is that from Twin Peaks 2?
No.
I don't know. You guys totally
hold on.
lost
No.
me here. I have no idea
Facts
what's
of
going
Life.
on.
That was from Facts of Life, season 3.
Oh, Dance
You know what? I
Macabre.
might just
What
bury
you
this here.
talking about, Willie?
They also have the
It
opening
was a
track
very
is called
special episode of Facts of Life.
A very special
Tootie has a
Halloween
visitor.
episode.
Yeah, Tootie has a visitor.
Great name. That's a euphemism, I think.
Oh God.
Tootie has a visitor. I'm just
We're rolling now. Period jokes. This is
all
great.
right. There you go. All right. So next one, you may have heard of this band, but I can't recommend this version
man.
more. Just facelift, double vinyl. Sounds
How-
fucking incredible. Go
Did
ahead.
that come with any extras like demos or anything?
It did not. But it's
Okay.
it's the actual splitting of the, I think it's 45 speed too, but it's the splitting of across 2 discs and just 3. It's awesome. But
good.
my point of
Yeah.
even bringing this up though is just for a quick story. I saw Jerry Cantrell on Wednesday here.
Nice.
Oh, you went. Okay.
I went. And he is touring. How many people were in Alice in Chains? Quick quiz. How many people usually when you see Alice in Chains are on stage?
Oh, on
5.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. His solo band which is nobody from the Alice in Chains lineup, is what you would think. Plus, he has a keyboardist. He has a guy on steel guitar and an additional guitarist. So there are 7 people on stage all the time. I have no idea what those other 3 people did because I could hardly hear anything. But it's interesting. He played about 20 tracks, and half of it was Alice in Chains. Played off this. They did We Die Young, Man in a Box, Sea of Sorrow, which I've never heard them do Sea of Sorrow. He's good,
Love that.
but
song.
it's almost like seeing the Use Your Illusion lineup of Guns N' Roses. Like there's just like I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Having a
extra
keyboardist.
band members?
I've seen him live, but he was touring with Chris DeGarmo, and that was on the Boggy Depot.
Chris DeGarmo.
Yeah, Chris DeGarmo was out of Queensrÿche just recently, at the time. So he was.
Chris DeGarmo was playing with him?
Yeah. They
Wow,
did
I had
the
no
whole
idea.
tour. And actually, LC, this might be a good story for our show because it involves Beer Goggles dating with Bakko. But
Ooh,
it was
I like
one of the worst dates of my life, but only because of what set the date in motion. But
come on, spill it here. There's nobody watching anyway, so
You
go
can go to
ahead.
You wanna hear the
patreon.com/Bakko for the rest of the
Run.
story of the Beer Goggles.
all right, I met this girl after a Slayer concert, and it was during the.
That's all I need.
That's a great start.
Yeah,
The
so
band
we-
logo carved into her forearm really
went to a
caught my
local
attention.
St. Paul club.
Did you enjoy Angel Death? I fucking loved Angel Death. I love you. I have
And,
no
you know,
Beer Goggles.
This is like 98. I'm living in Minneapolis. We had like about 8 people just come and hang out, and like where my roommate and I lived at, we had a pool. So we drank all day, went to the pool, went down and saw a Slayer, and they just kept drinking there. Went to this bar, and I met a girl. She seemed pretty, got her email address. We exchanged emails, and then we decided to go to see Jerry Cantrell together. And I have this clear memory of the woman I was talking to. Let's just say she showed up quite a bit bigger than I recalled. And this is kind of mean, but anyway, we went to First Avenue where the show was at, and she actually drove a ways too. Like I lived about 10 minutes from First Avenue. She lived in out of the whole metro at all. And Aaron might know where St. Cloud is, but it was about an hour drive just to get to where I was at. And then we went to, we ran into some friends of hers there. We sat at a table, and it was the most awkward thing because it was like, well, there's no love connection here, and I'm having a hard time watching the show. But so anyway, there it is.
I love that. The most telling part of that whole story is like, we've been drinking all day. We go to the bar. She seemed pretty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He doesn't say she was pretty. He was so drunk she seemed pretty.
Well, my memory was that she was pretty. Like, she was super cool and all that stuff. But it was super fucking awkward because, like, I looked out my window when she was walking up to my front door. I'm like, oh, that's not her. And
It's like an early episode of Catfish.
Yeah, except for I catfished myself.
I was gonna say, God damn it, I catfished myself again.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Luce, when you go see Toronto, is he when he's doing Alice in Chains songs, is he singing Lane Staley's parts, or has he got somebody else?
That's
for
a good question. That's a good question. So basically it's what you would think of the Alice in Chains lineup. There's a guy, I don't know, there are people that I guess were on his latest album, Brighton, which if you haven't checked it out,
it's good. Yeah.
I like it. It's kind of like a Jar of Flies Electric is what I describe it, because it's more upbeat, like more or chill songs than Alice in Chains. But to answer your question, there's one guy that is the Lane.
Okay.
He's definitely no William Duvall. He's pretty good when he does it. But have they come to Nashville yet or not?
Yeah, they were here. You have to ask the Boogers about that one.
Okay.
It's a long story.
That's too bad. Here's the thing.
Otherwise, you just have to become a Decibel Geek VIP on Patreon.
And
you'll get the embarrassing details.
So am I to understand
coming up? I'll tell the whole story, but
So am I to understand that you had plans to go and you didn't make it there? Okay. Well, just so you know, there are 7 guys on stage. I can just tell. I'll just break it all down to you. They played
That's
half.
why I'm so grateful you were able to do this for me.
I'm just here for you. Listen, I'll tell you this much: I've seen great shows. I've seen good shows. I would say my full review, and you don't have to go to Patreon on there. It was it's okay. I've seen Alice in Chains with Lane 3 times, opening for Kiss on the reunion tour, opening for Van Halen. With like 91, and also Lala, and then I've seen him 3 times with William Duvall. That either both of those, and I've seen Jerry Curtrell and Boggy Depot with like opening for Metallica. I don't think they were on tour together, but at some fest. This would be number 8 on that list of just like how I was actually surprised how many times I've seen Alice. Is my point. Yeah. So even though this story that I don't know the full thing about, you didn't make it, you missed a okay show. I think you're okay. That's all I'm saying.
It was perfectly rated.
It was a 6 on a 10 scale for rocking. It was good, but you didn't leave it like, oh! You know what I did? And I'll finish up show and tell us we can move on. You know what show did do it for me though?
Just real quick.
I know.
The Jerry Cantrell thing.
I know what show.
He actually canceled a few shows just leading up to your show because of COVID. And then canceled a couple more. I was like, oh, here it goes. This is going to happen to LC again. He gets fucking, blocked on the show that he was going to. So.
Yeah, he actually, the next day after the Nashville show, he posted and thanked the fans that didn't drink too much tequila and showed up to the show for supporting him.
Okay.
I don't think he needed to add that, but he thanked everybody for supporting him and, because they were still kind of sick, not feeling real good. And he said, man, thanks to the Nashville crowd, I wasn't going to miss playing at the Ryman Auditorium, but you guys helped. We felt like shit, but you helped carry us through. Those of you that didn't drink too much tequila.
I'm not trusting. It was a good show. I'm just saying, all the times I've seen him, it was. There's other ones I've seen that are better, but I do not recommend if you're a fan. Also, I'll just tell you what was great to see is it was a Wednesday night. The place was much bigger than I thought. Like it was held about 1,000.
Like 2 dominoes.
It was definitely
2 or 3 dominoes.
It was 2 or 3 dominoes. I think there was probably 700 to 800 people in this renovated little.
Oh, that's Caesars. 5 dominoes. That's pretty good.
That's more like a Papa John's or something.
I think that's what we need to say. What's the capacity? How many dominoes can you sell?
That's the Godfathers with them outdoor seating.
This will be the new standard for show attendance. How many Domino's pizzas did they fill?
Or you say like,
what's the biggest show you ever played? Well, it was about 2 dominoes and a Rocky Rococo.
But last year we were just doing little.
Americans
Caesars.
like to measure with things that aren't the metric system. So
that's right.
Yeah, we're terrible about that.
Hey, I'm on my way. I'm 3 Rocky Rococos away.
But so anyway, so about 800 people in there. here's the point. Like if it's 8 on a Wednesday, pretty solid. The tickets with fees were about $60. So what do you think the fee? So let's see, 8 times 6. Do the Minnesota math.
Oh, you're asking 8 times 6 at 48?
Okay, so 48,000 is the revenue. I would say each person in there is worth at least $20 at the bar average, right? You know what I'm saying? Let's just say there. So let's throw that into it too.
16,000.
Let's just say that he can bring in 60 grand into a venue. What's the fee? What fee is he getting on tour right now to go?
Jerry Cantrell?
Just throw it in.
His guarantee?
His guarantee is it 30?
25 to
35?
25 to 40 probably.
Okay. Just curious with how the math works. I think about those things sometimes. I'm like, but then you have 7 guys, 7 couples, 3 guys.
I don't know how he's making money on it, honestly.
That's what I'm saying.
But you got to think about
Uh-oh.
actually going out with Alice in Chains, because if he's got his band together and these guys are a bunch of young dudes just happy for the opportunity to be out on the road with Jerry Cantrell, he's probably not paying them a whole lot, so otherwise, why wouldn't, and I was thinking about that when you were describing it, why wouldn't you, if you're playing all the Alice in Chains songs and some of your solo stuff, why wouldn't you just go out with Alice in Chains?
He is too. That's what I was
cheaper.
Right.
So what he averages maybe 4 shows a week. That maybe on the low end he takes in $100,000 on that. The bus is going to be about $5,000 a week, and then the rest he basically probably takes 50%, gives 50% to the band. He's still going to make a decent amount of money.
Yeah. And he probably looks at it. It's kind of like the Mark Torian thing. Why am I paying Mick Sweeta guys to be Bullet Boys? So why am I paying them so much money when I could have these 3 unknown guys call it Bullet Boys and the attendance is the same?
I think the money's a little different.
I mean, on a scale, but in like the picture of the finances.
No, in reality. No, I get it. Yeah.
I mean, and when there's less money, that's becomes probably more of an issue. Like, why pay the original members when I just go on tour with these guys and make more money? And pay
I don't know, man.
Less?
Promoters, though, they want the original band. I don't see there being a big draw for Bullet Boy shows without those guys, to me personally, but maybe I'm just too close as a fan in that respect.
When they go on tour, does it say Bullet Boys and then list the members of the band underneath? No, it just says Bullet Boys. When Rat goes out, they don't say, it's these ones, they just say it's Rat, Quiet Riot, same thing,
Right. But you flip it back, and how did we end up in Bullet Boys? Just kidding.
I don't know.
But that happened last time too.
Do I even know you, bro?
There's a that's right. but like, where
my man.
One of my reasons for going is, when am I ever going to hear? If you like any of his solo stuff, when am I ever going to hear Angel Eyes live? That was fucking.
That's true.
That's a great track off of
that is a great
that
song.
album. When am I going to hear? Well, actually, I realized that "Cut You In" not a very good song. But
I love that tune, man. Fuck off.
Okay.
Right.
I cut you in. There's the song. That's it.
I'd like to hear. That's kind of his solo stuff. Has that kind of issue that I've talked about a lot. That it seems like his songs aren't finished sometimes. There's like 2 really solid parts, but I would love to hear a lot of stuff from Degradation Trip. Did he do much off of that?
Yeah.
He did. He did about off of each of his solo albums. He did about 3. So he did like 3 off Degradation, 3 on Boggy, and I think he did 3 or about 4, because it's like half. Yeah. So it's still, he's coming to your town. You're gonna see a good show. But
I was gonna go, but my former roommate, who I lived with at the time I met that girl, also went. And I didn't want to recreate.
Is that what it was?
So
yeah, I got you.
Now stop interrupting Loose Cannon. I got to see what he's got next.
I'll just finish my thing real quick. Now you got 7 people on stage. This is what I was thinking. Just the previous Wednesday, I saw Local H, two dudes fucking killing it for 90 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Playing stuff off of.
That's a good record.
Lifers too.
Nice.
That's the new one, right?
That's the newest one. And yes, I know it's 2 completely different bands, but I got to tell you, I left rocked out of, and this is just the energy from just 2 guys bringing it to 7 on stage. That's all I got to say. That's what I saw a week apart from each other. But I'll tell you one other thing too: 0 backing tracks either show. So that's also good too to see.
Or
Local H.
Backing track detective. I can smoke him out. Listen, if you have 7 people on stage and you still got backing tracks, you got a fucking problem, man. But what's that
Oh, you have a
keyboardist do? Is that
laptop.
keyboardist doing like tones and stuff like that? Because there's no keyboards in the Alice in Chains stuff, but he's still up there.
He's like he's like the one guy that Hammer employed from his neighborhood. Who's like, I just stand in the back and dance.
That's right. He's just unplugged.
And that's why you went bankrupt, Hammer.
That's it. Go see live music, people. It was great to go to 2 shows in a row, but also you realize how old you are because the next work day, even if you have 2 beers, you're spent, man.
Yeah. I would like to add to that. Good luck finding live music nowadays, people. So
really,
I'm now that guy. Yeah.
Did you guys get to read my, according to Josh Toomey, scathing article that I wrote recently about rock and roll being killed off because of these Heritage Acts lip syncing and
it just reminded me of so many Kiss articles I wrote for Decibel Geek back in the day. So I was
well, I gotta get my inspiration from somewhere. So
no, I read it. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, apparently I pissed off the wife of the bass player from Bon Jovi with that article. She
What?
unfriended me on Facebook.
Well, that's a win.
Yeah, well, I never talked to the woman anyway. But
I don't know what's more astonishing, that she unfriended you or you were friends with the wife of the bass player from Bon Jovi to begin with.
That's how pathetic.
All right. I don't even know who that is anymore.
Yeah. What's the opposite of name dropping?
Hugh McDonald.
Okay.
He actually plays on all the classic records, but Alec John
sure.
Such looked more like a rock guy, so they had him in the band.
Oh, yes. The guy
Because I know nerdy shit about Bon
Sid,
Jovi.
he's the Sid Vicious of hair metal.
It's a little more talented than that, but yeah.
No. Alec John Such.
Yeah, Alec John Such.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, Alec John Such was the guy that was on stage, but yeah, Hugh played.
Right. So
on
was Sid Vicious, and yeah.
All right. Got a lot of comments going on here. Let's see. The Megadeth, LA Guns, Hailstorm, and Anthrax. That Anthrax Black Label Society tour looks pretty
It's a good
fun.
pairing.
Yeah, with
coming
Hate
here.
Breed.
Finally.
Hate Breed.
Yes, I'm all about that one.
I'll be going to that one for sure. And
For sure.
Aaron, Memorial Day weekend, Jackal's playing Nashville at Basement East. So I was
doing
planning on going to
the
that.
whiskey,
Go to
the
that.
cocaine, and what's the name of that album? The cocaine.
I'll
one?
yell it out. Hey, Loose Cannon wants to hear something off of Moonshine and Dynamite Collide. Isn't that what it is? Yeah.
Yes.
Play it.
Full.
This one's for you, Loose Cannon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I heard Tuck Smith and the Restless Hearts are opening up that show, so I'll probably go to that one.
Oh,
Because it's
really?
either you go to that night or you see Vinnie Vincent playing a hotel ballroom. I think I'm going to pick Jackal.
Go with Jackal. Yeah. I love
Do you want to talk about that? Because this is in your. Is it? When's that? I don't want to take you off the.
That's also
course.
Memorial Weekend.
Memorial
Is
Day
it?
weekend. Yeah.
Okay.
But what do you want me to say?
No, I mean I saw kind of that they sure are taking a little and spreading it over a lot of days.
Yeah, which I think is a problem. Yeah, I don't know. Anything I say is going to be construed as negative, so I don't know that it's going to be. I'm just going to Aaron. That's why Aaron's grinning right now because I'm going to come off as such a hater if I
don't
do.
want to say it, but
yeah, there's a
yes,
lot
I
of.
have to. If you want to hear all about that, you have to be a Decibel Geek.
Yeah, all right.
Go to patreon.com/Ron Keel and
That's
not hear
because
about it.
I was
That's
just going to
where
say it's a great segue because Ron Keel is doing back-to-back outdoor shows at 2 different places in Minnesota here, just outside the Twin Cities Memorial Weekend.
Well, I'd be
Both-
more likely to go to those than I would to Creatures Fest.
I'll probably be at one. Yeah, me too. I'll probably be at one of these, but yeah.
Nice.
Like when you see it on paper, you see Christian Fest, you see who's there, and you're like, man, that'd be a fun afternoon weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at it, you're like, that would be cool to see in a day.
Yeah. And I think that would have been a better plan. But anyway, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that
Like when we talk about stuff that we generally wouldn't talk about on the show, that's more inside kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
We always record that, and we record it for the Chris and Aaron show,
which is on Patreon.
which
it's
is
on patreon.com/Ron.
Patreon.
No, I mean Decibel Geek.
Can't get away with it.
Should we just rename the show Friday Night Cock Tease? Yeah.
Yeah, why
Friday,
not?
Friday night
Tease.
infomercial.
Pay us $1 and you get to hear all of it.
Pretty much, yeah. That's how it is.
Awesome.
It is $1, not
$1
even
a day.
$1 a day.
Oh, not even. Wow. Not too
Well,
bad.
I'll happily talk to you guys in private after we go off the air. But
Is there a fee?
no fee for that.
Oh, good.
I'll be collecting $1 a minute.
This is
But-
good.
but
Chris
I'll
and Vinny
also
both a
pipe in and
no-show at
laugh.
Creatures Fest.
Whoa,
Yeah,
is that true?
that sounds
Oh,
about
yeah,
right.
Oh, is that a guess?
Well, I can only speak for
I didn't know.
myself, but
Oh my
I
God,
if you want to
Jesus.
take history into account, maybe I don't know.
Mm.
So no mustaches, no wigs, no nothing. You're not going
The mustache thing was a good idea Aaron had. We almost
Yeah?
went with that.
Okay.
They
What
are
kind of
looking
mustache
for
would have been.
they are looking for workers. Aaron, you
Reno
might want to get it.
911?
You could actually get paid to go if you want to. I heard
Yeah.
they're looking for people to employ for this thing. So
If Eric Church isn't gonna hide himself, you shouldn't hide yourself.
Eric Church. Oh boy.
I think you should do it just to get a 1099 from Creatures Fest on your taxes.
Yeah.
Put it in a frame.
No accountant's
I
going to
would
accept
I would
that as
do it to
income.
get a paycheck that would bounce.
That's right.
You'd have somebody's autograph.
But you
Yeah.
get your check and it says Vinny Vincent. You go, oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this will never clear.
This is
Yeah.
invisible ink.
I'm pretty
You'll
sure
get your-
Vinny's money's already been cleared.
You'll get your check along with your 2 box sets that you're owed.
That's right.
All right.
Oh, watch your
man.
mailbox. It's
That's
coming.
right.
Promise.
All right. Well, we're at the top of the hour. Do we want to go ahead and do the bracket brawl thing?
Wow, we wasted an hour of people's time already.
Yes,
It's
we
pretty
did.
good. It's just what
So-
it just went right by.
They've all been waiting for bracket
Yeah,
brawl. That's the
building
whole
up.
reason
Bracket
anyone ever
brawl.
tunes in. You know, so we-
2022.
Is this when the viewership really spikes? People
Yes,
are like, yeah, the
yeah.
first hour is all bullshit. They're mostly talking inside
Yeah.
jokes.
we go from 2 to 4 viewers at this point. So
good.
all right,
Right
get ready.
on. That is an
That's
increase
double.
of 100%.
All right,
Almost
we're-
as
Math
much
checks out.
as Aaron would say.
What do you
I
got?
don't know if
Aaron?
I've shown this before. We got this from Ralph.
Oh yeah.
You see it.
It's a Ace Frehley
see it.
autographed vinyl gatefold for Space. Is it Space? Which Space album is it
This is
for?
Space Invader.
Space
It-
Invader.
It's
Okay.
shiny, and it's just the sleeve. It don't have the LPs in it, but it's you open up the gatefold and it's autographed
Nice.
on the bottom.
Thanks to Ralph Vieira from Rock and Metal
Yeah.
Combat for
Good doctor.
giving us that and giving us a futon to sleep on.
I do want to throw mad props. I was like, is this a Photoshop or not? Because so Alice Cooper did the re-release on Record Store Day of Brutal Planet on vinyl.
Mhm.
Is that
Yeah.
sticker have his quote from?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Isn't
he's
that
in
awesome?
good with.
Is that a
He's
hype
like
sticker? That's fucking awesome.
This is
he's
fucking
in good
awesome.
with the E1 people. So yeah, they got
That-
a quote from him.
Come on.
That is
Just
Yeah.
give it up for that.
Super
I-
cool.
Oh yeah.
I have the inside track on the next Ace Frehley album is going to be called Space Invader Man.
Oh,
Space
I love
Invader,
this.
man.
I like it.
Oh God. Yeah,
I dig
another
it.
space
Dun,
theme.
dun,
Yay.
dun, dun, dun,
Oh, I
dun.
did see.
Yeah, you got to.
I saw right before we went on air, and this will be kind of breaking news to the 5 of you watching. There was I guess Gene Simmons went on what's his name, Dweezil Zappa's podcast this week and announced that the next Kiss Deluxe Edition will be the Creatures of the Night Anniversary Deluxe Edition with demos and all kinds of stuff. So
Nice.
Really?
Gene might actually get some of my money this time.
Fucking
Nice.
A.
Wow.
I'll tell you what
I
I
like
was
that.
looking forward to is a professional release of the not is it Not for the Innocent that they trade vocals on?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's on Lick It
yeah.
Up though.
Sorry.
Oh yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's the one that instantly
Big
came to
fan.
mind as like a demo. Yeah, big fan. Doesn't know his shit.
Oh, and did everybody enjoy my my birthday post for Ace Frehley this week on Facebook?
What was it?
He
I
was
posted a
just-
picture of
He was
Tommy
just being
Fan.
a troll.
I just posted a picture of
Chris
Tommy.
Czynszak.
Hey,
I want to know what it's like to be a troll.
my joke with
It's
the
easy.
Black Ace Frehley is
Yeah.
starting to get ripped off more every year.
Sure.
Fake
Fake Ace!
Ace recreated it as a meme, and then that was mine. Like, well, nobody cares. It's the internet. I was like, well, I kind of care. That was my
It's all
joke.
right.
You could just share my joke. No, I had to do it myself, recreate it. But anyway,
No. You better
so I'm
give
a little
credit.
butthurt over that. It was a rough week.
Yeah, of course.
It was a rough week.
I understand.
No, but
I
I,
can see
had
it. Sitting down at your therapist. I gotta tell you, this week, somebody
what?
stole my Ace Frehley joke.
Well-
if you're not going to get the point, you don't need to chime in.
well,
Oh,
yeah, and but I had like you know, at first everybody got the joke and like people were going along with it. It was funny and everything. And then I was just waiting for it. Surely someone's not going to understand the sarcasm here.
Yeah.
And
Right.
without fail, I start getting like 2 and 3 people going, that's not Ace Frehley, that's Tommy Thayer. And let me tell you something. I have a hard time pruning my friends list as it is. If you're one of those people, unfriend me now, please. Just get the fuck off my Facebook
Well, you
page.
should have unfriended them. Like, okay,
I know.
this was a test. Fail.
Jesus
fail,
Christ,
fail.
people. Come on. And I kept putting the Simpsons gif of that's the joke. I mean, that's the whole reason I posted it. But anyway.
Story of my life. Nobody gets
I'm
my good
sorry,
later.
man. I didn't mean to quit the show. I realized.
Oh,
now
I knew you were being
joke.
sarcastic.
You really, it's Aaron that we have to worry about.
Yeah.
That would be quite newsworthy though if Aaron actually quit the
So I-
show over me
So
making
I
that
woke up
post.
that morning. It was, April 27th, and everything was going good. And then I opened up my co-host, post this ridiculous thing. It made me so mad
Mhm.
that I quit the show.
Now, if I had posted a picture of Mark St. John and said "Happy Birthday, Ace Frehley," that would have been the last straw for you.
Yes.
I don't have a problem with Mark St. John.
Now
He's
do
dead.
that next year, but say happy birthday, Vinnie Vincent.
It
Or
would have been a
Bruce
bad
Gordon.
joke.
Why don't you
All
wait
right.
till Mark St.
Well, they're all
John's
bad
birthday
jokes.
and then put a picture of Vinnie Vincent and say happy birthday, Mark St. John?
I'll do that. You just
Okay,
gave me the
there you
idea.
go. I'm helping
All right,
you
we
out.
ready for the great graphic that LC has wanted me to play
Oh,
this whole
yeah.
thing?
It's
All
time.
right, here we
man.
go. Sound effects, go.
Bracket Brawl! Bracket Brawl!
Oh,
2022.
Camaro, do your wrestling voice. Put that back up there. I want to hear the sweet tones.
No,
of
no,
Aaron
no,
Camaro.
I'm.
Oh, you're just sound effects. Okay.
I'll do it again.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I ruined.
Brawl.
Get ready. Strap in.
Yeah, it's fine. It's not a big deal. All right, let's go.
Somebody's got to be in charge of explosions around here. All
What you
right,
got?
so here's what I
Now, what do we
got.
I want to know how
Bracket
many
brawl
brawls.
tonight.
Real quick question for you, Aaron.
Uh-huh.
How many brawls has that whiteboard been a part of? Is that an original? Did you start with that? Or has it been replaced?
No, this was the first time I ever saw anything like this. I was like,
Mm.
you can do
You're only going to get
tournaments.
these kind of questions
Like,
from
that's
LC
right.
and Cobras
All
and
you
Fire.
need is a dry erase marker in this thing, and you can do tournaments. And we could be the first ones to
Nice.
ever
Good.
do it.
It looks like a nice one.
And I was like, hell yeah, this is gonna make a renaissance in podcasting and maybe even change the world. And I think so far we have. I don't know how many times we've done it so far. A bunch. It's a Friday
LC's
Night Live
frozen.
tradition. So
And I have no idea what Aaron picked for the bracket this week, so
Yeah, so-
I'm as out of the loop
because
as you guys are.
the last one we did was Cars of the Rock Stars.
Yes, with Video Bob.
And we had Video Bob on
That
the
was
show.
fun.
And we talked about Eric Carr's Porsche. And
Yeah.
then I put together a bracket of different rock stars' cars. And in the end, it was Elvis's pink Cadillac that everybody would, if you had to choose one to own, it came down to Elvis's pink Cadillac and Eddie Van Halen's old Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I chose Lamborghini, but everybody else outvoted me.
It's Elvis's Cadillac. How do you pick against that?
Hey, it's Eddie Van Halen's Lambo.
Ah.
Come on. I
Ooh,
mean,
But
Lambo.
Elvis
you
is
pull
pull
more
up to
known
the
as
gas
the
pump and
Cadillac.
somebody goes, hey, that's a pretty cool old Lamborghini. And you'd be like, yeah, it used to belong to Eddie Van Halen.
Mm.
I'd rather have the
Good
Jeep
point.
that Gene Simmons rode back to something after something at the LA Forum where Gene told the fabulous story, but that's the Eddie Van Halen vehicle I want. Just a rickety old Jeep.
Yeah.
No,
I saw
you get the Kiss VW bug. That's what you get.
we got to see Ace Frehley and Gene Simmons in the back of a golf cart drive
Yeah.
away from the
True
meet and
story.
greet. That was a nice vehicle.
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah.
St. Paul, Minnesota, at a minor
right.
league baseball stadium. I
Yeah.
remember that.
Mhm. Look at
Plenty
that.
of micro
You
beer
guys
options
were
for my
there.
friend LC.
I was jealous of you guys that week. I was like, I
Yeah.
wish I that must have been awesome.
Oh yeah, I was jealous of me a little bit too until I met Ace. But no, just kidding.
Ah! Oh, we have
Sorry, man.
a negative
Sorry,
ace
Aaron.
story.
I was
but
a cheap shot at Aaron. No,
Nope.
everything was fine.
All
That's
right.
good.
No.
He was a
All
dick to
right.
me and my friend in Atlanta in '95. But anyway, that's a long story. All right, let's go.
Okay, you guys are
Well,
assholes. Though.
In '95, he was kind
He
of
was
a
super
dick
nice
to me
to
too,
me.
but he was also super fucking wasted.
Yeah,
I had
same
my
thing
First off,
here.
Soldier
You
pass.
guys got to stop. First off, do you see who's here, Aaron? Ace
Yeah.
can do no wrong. Perfect
Well,
vocalist.
I'm
great,
just thinking
great
that
cover albums.
every time I've met him,
You're
he's
such a
been
dick.
cool as hell. So maybe
Yeah.
Ace Frehley isn't the problem. Maybe you guys ought to look at yourselves.
Yeah, but when
Exactly.
you name your kid Ace, I mean, of course he's going to curry favor with you. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
I mean,
No,
if
I
that's,
love
if that's
Ace.
the first thing you tell him every time you see him.
Yeah, I named my kid after you. He can't be a dick to you. It's
Yeah, you
it's
seem pretty
impenetrable.
Seem pretty
The big
cool,
one that
really. That's
gymnasium.
right, I am.
Aaron has always
They
been
shoved
very
us
objective.
through like cattle. There was no time for him to be rude to us. So
Yeah.
Good.
All right, what are we
That's
doing?
what
Good.
fuckers deserve.
good.
Let's do the brawl.
Sounds like that's what you deserve. All right, check it out. 40 years ago
Ooh.
was
Oh, I like
a
this.
long time. These are albums that are celebrating their 40th anniversary in 2022.
Today.
Well, not today. They didn't all come out on the same day in 1982, but they all came out in the same year
This
Okay.
is a
in
sham.
1982.
Yeah. This should be the first. I wanted Q1.
You guys I haven't even got to the first bracket yet, and you're
All right.
already complaining and
Go
trying
ahead.
to ruin things.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Too late for
So,
that.
got 16 albums, came out in 1982. This works out perfectly. This is actually, when there's four of us, this is the way I like to do Bracket Brawl the best, because two of us can agree, two of us can disagree, and then it comes down to the people, the ones that are tuned in with us right now, and they are always the tiebreaker. This is my favorite way to do it. I kind of hate Bracket Brawl when there's only three of us. It's got to be two, it's got to be four, because then the people can break the tie. So if you guys are ready for Bracket Brawl, this one's going to be tough, because there are no bad albums in this entire thing.
That's for the win. So
Your
far,
whiteboard.
sir.
See?
Yeah.
Everybody loves the whiteboard.
Damn
Come
right.
on. Anytime you
Just
hear
walk
a
around with
reference
that.
like
I just,
in your
just
record
waving around
stores.
angrily behind myself while I'm talking.
Listen, you come here on Friday for questions about whiteboard and Excel spreadsheets, and you're going
That's
to get
right.
them, people.
Here we go.
Enjoy.
Well, hold on, Aaron. You're like in a CD store and like, do I own this Enough Snuff record? Honey, where's
I gotta
my
pull out my
whiteboard?
whiteboard and be like, "Oh no, I
She's just
already
standing
own
behind
that
you
one."
holding it.
Like, oh, I don't own it, but I do now.
Boom.
All right, so got 16 different albums came out in 1982, mixed up, matched around. This is going to be difficult. There's not a bad album in this entire bracket. They're all pretty fucking awesome. The first matchup, I think this one might be a little bit of a mismatch, but we'll see. We'll see how the voting lies. It's surprising sometimes how this goes.
All right.
So the first matchup in the 40th anniversary albums Bracket Brawl tournament is Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast versus Y&T, Black Tiger. They can't all be fucking super matchups. It'll get there.
God.
Oh,
get
and you
there.
just upset Sonny Pooney and Eric Miller in one
Yeah.
sentence.
Hey,
But,
I ain't saying nothing. I love both
And
of
me.
these albums. I love both these albums.
I would take Y&T over Iron Maiden. That's
There you
I'll
go.
be the only one, but I'll do
There
it.
you go. One vote for Y&T so far. You guys can think it over if you want.
no,
They don't need to think it over,
Let's look at the
especially
people.
LC.
Oh, listen. I own neither. I've never heard Number of the Beast all the way through.
What?
Just haven't. I'm not an Iron Maiden enthusiast. What can I
I'm
say?
not really
respect
either.
them. I respect them. I'm just going to be legit. But any what's Y&T stand for? Give me the full name.
Yesterday and today.
Yesterday and today.
They lose just because of that.
Oh, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's no Audrey Horne,
there are
so.
no rules. It's
That's right.
Yeah,
it's-
no Audrey
Audrey.
Horne.
Audrey Horne. Horne.
I like that.
I mean,
name
come
better.
on. I got Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast.
Yeah.
So easy.
So
Iron
3 to
Maiden.
1 on this one.
I
So
do
thinking-
think Y&T is a
Black
stupid
Tiger
name, just
is
for the
one of my
record.
favorite albums by them, but
Everybody's picking Iron Maiden.
yeah,
What is the Number of the
everybody's
Beast, by
picking
the way?
Iron Maiden.
666.
666. It's also my combination for my gym locker.
And my password for all my accounts.
Please don't use
Maybe
that
in the
against me.
early days of the internet, but now they make it use way more than 3 characters.
It's 666 and then $3 signs. And
I just have all my passwords listed as Kenny, so I have Kenny logins.
Oh, good point. I like that. That may
No way
win for the
that's your
day.
joke.
Terrible joke.
You should have sold that one to Loose Cannon. He'd probably gave you $10 for it.
Well,
How about-
I
sorry,
pulled that
I
joke
would've-
out of the danger zone.
Easy.
Give me credit.
Hey, oh,
Now,
a little
now
now.
I'm giving you.
That's a
Hey,
double.
Just a
drum roll.
quick little sidebar, Chris. Have you watched Yacht Rock yet?
The movie?
No, the YouTube series I was telling you about.
You got that right.
No, I have not. I
You
listen to
guys,
Yacht Rock all the time.
Let me stop for just a second. Please go watch the YouTube series called Yacht Rock.
I will.
Start with number 1 and go all the way through number 12.
I have to start with
It's-
number 1.
It's funny as
Can you-
hell. Well, you
can
don't
you
have to.
spell
I mean,
yacht
you
for
can
me?
you can skip right to the one where Van Halen steals Ted Templeman to be their manager.
Oh, it's
But-
like fact. Is it fictionalized?
But
or-
start with number 1. No,
Okay.
go watch it.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Look at this guy.
Matchup number 2. Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast moves on to the second round. This one might be a little mismatched too. I'm not sure. I love both these albums a lot. This one already came up tonight. Kiss, Creatures of the Night versus Whitesnake, Saints and Sinners. I can tell you, Whitesnake, Saints and Sinners, it's my favorite Whitesnake album.
Is it really?
Yeah, out of all of them that I've heard so far, which I just picked up. Oh, what's it called? Not Rough and Ready. I just picked up the last piece of my Whitesnake collection that I needed, and I don't really know that one too good. I don't know it too
I knew
good.
y'all would
In
laugh at that.
1987, I got my last piece that I needed.
I'll take Kiss over Whitesnake on this.
But
Same.
yeah,
Can you play the beginning of Still the Night after you said that?
Wrong
it's
record,
not
bro.
that album. This was back
I know.
before
Oh,
then.
We're not washing Toomey's dad's car.
That's right. Another inside joke. Here we go. All right.
I got that reference.
Thanks
I
for
got
explaining
two.
that. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, I like to explain. Not my.
So
jokes.
I'm going with Kiss. What are you guys going with?
Anybody for a Whitesnake?
I already
I
said
don't
yes.
think so.
full creatures.
Yeah,
Yeah.
full creatures.
Full-
I'd li-
Full on creatures, baby.
Yeah, you got 4 votes from us. Plus, I don't see any votes for Whitesnake from the people.
Everybody's picking.
White
Yes.
snake.
Creatures moves on. It's going to get a little tougher as we move
Yeah,
into.
White snake is
into the
David
thick of
Coverdale's
it.
penis.
What kind of clubs do you think Whitesnake was playing at that time? What pizza? What pizza?
Domino's.
Pizza's place. Is there a
I would
Domino's
say-
level?
Domino's
would
wasn't
say-
really as popular back then, so I'm gonna go more maybe Pizza Hut
Yeah.
or early Godfathers. You know,
Yeah,
Godfathers.
You're probably playing venues the size of maybe a Pizza Hut and a Little Caesars together.
now when they played the
maybe.
Pizza Hut, did they move the tabletop Ms. Pac-Man or Centipede to get a little more space, or
We had a Miss
leave it
Pac-Man.
out there
and-
for entertainment?
We had a combination Miss Pac-Man and Golden Axe at the Pizza Hut that I worked in when I was in high school.
It is true. If you play a Little Caesars, though, you have to play 2 sets.
That's true.
It's like
Aaron's
going for
got-
free.
Totally makes
Yeah.
sense.
We have an Aaron Camaro
got-
fan in the house.
We used to have a Shakey's, and they had Guns N' Roses pinball.
No shit. I didn't
But
know
it was
anything
it was a dilemma because it wasn't like the kind of place you'd go in and
Shakey's.
wait on your food. You'd go in and eat the
Ooh,
pizza
Chuck E. Cheese.
buffet. So you'd hurry up and eat, and then go play the GNR.
Now, there's a lot of room in a fucking Chuck E. Cheese, but they already got a band.
Yeah, you have to compete with the animatronic
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
band.
gotta
good.
compete with those.
And they're a
Or-
pretty good band too. So
What about if it's the 80s? I think Showbiz for my Midwest.
Oh, I love Showbiz.
Come on.
Yeah.
never had no showbiz.
That's
No,
a good
man.
pull,
Same
El.
shit.
Oh, dude,
It's
Go
a
on.
goddamn bear instead of a rat.
go on Hulu and watch. It's a documentary
Never
called
thought
the
about
Rock
that, the huge
the
win.
It's called the Fire Explosion. That was the name of the animatronic band, and it's about these insane people that like bought the animatronic band members from Chuck E. Cheese and put them in their fucking trailers.
I
It's
love
the
it.
craziest documentary you'll ever see.
What's
That
it
sounds
called?
pretty cool.
It's called the Fire Explosion.
All right, well, we'll check that
But
out.
now they play Slayer. Check it out.
Oh, that'd be kind of cool.
All right, so Kiss
Who won?
moves on. Creatures of the Night.
Oh,
It's
Creatures
unanimous all the way around. No question about it. This next one I think might be a little more dividing. It's
Kiss was playing fucking
Aerosmith.
showbiz.
Aerosmith, Rock in a Hard Place versus Rush, Signals.
Aerosmith.
Boy.
Yeah, same.
I like
also go-
I like Signals, but I'll go with Aerosmith.
I'm gonna also go Aerosmith because I don't know, by the 80s, man, Rush really wasn't that cool to me no more. I mean, when I look back on it, because at that time, I guess when I was young,
How old
I
were
didn't-
you in '82?
I was gonna say, yeah, I wasn't listening to Rush in '82.
I remember when
finished
Rush would
kindergarten
rock.
and I picked up Signals. No.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My parents walked me into the Pomida, and I was like,
Pomida.
Aerosmith.
You know what? I
Regional humor.
guarantee fucking Rush was playing Pomida.
Yeah.
But how many Pumitas did they
Yeah.
fill up? Yeah.
I would say
none.
in '82,
It was like a
Rush was
30%
probably
fill.
doing 3 Pomidas and a Shopko.
I never thought we would get to this point where we were talking to you guys. All
Well,
right.
we're doing Love Aerosmith. Rockin' a Hard Place is one of those albums I
Great
go
record.
to though. Every once in a while I'm like, I think it's better than like I don't know, but I'll still take it.
You're gonna go with
it's
so
not their best.
so we're all going Aerosmith on this.
I know what he's saying. I would totally agree. This is not the greatest Aerosmith. Isn't that the one with Jimmy Crespo and
Yep, it's
Rick
got
Buffet?
Jailbreak on it.
Okay.
Or not
Yeah.
Jailbait, I meant to say.
Jailbait. Yeah. Although yeah.
It's not bad.
Lightning Strikes.
Lightning
What else
Strikes
on
is a
there?
great song.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
so
it's a
well,
pretty good
there's a
album.
lot of Rush
I
fans in
preferred
the
it
audience.
4 years later when Poison called it. Look what the cat dragged in.
Yeah.
you're right.
Kind
And
of.
then
yeah.
Kiss, and then I like it when Kiss called it "Never Enough."
No, that's a different song that Poison did before.
Yeah, I know nothing.
It's
but,
It was
Bonfire.
also Deuce before that.
nothing but a good time.
Now there's a callback.
There you go.
So, you see, people, last time we were on, LC was.
Don't explain them. Just move on. They're not funny even when you explain them.
Somehow they're less funny.
Yes.
Fair enough.
Never explain your jokes. Mhm.
Like
Oh.
I said, either you get it or you have no idea what the hell.
Oh
is
my
going
connect-
God!
I
Now I
connect-
have to. Now I have to explain my joke about him explaining jokes. Jesus Christ!
Maybe that's a way homer. You only get it on the way home.
There's
Thank
some
you,
kind of
Raising
fucking
Arizona.
paradox. Yeah.
All right.
Like tomorrow, somebody's gonna burst out laughing. Be like,
It's a joke grenade.
Grenade.
I don't know. I see a few votes for Rush.
We're in the
I see a
Matrix.
few votes for Aerosmith. A little bit
Actually,
back and forth.
A lot for Rush, actually, but we all picked Aerosmith, so we're good.
But between the four of us, the people are outvoted. So it's Rock in a Hard
Well, that's
Place.
too bad.
All right.
Shocking.
Next matchup. 40 years ago, Motorhead released Iron Fist,
Great
one of
song.
my all-time favorites. Also, Rainbow released Straight Between the Eyes. These two face off. Who do you choose, Motorhead or Rainbow?
Interesting
What's the
pairing.
big song off that Rainbow record? It's not a Man on the Silver Mountain. That's a different album, right?
No,
That's-
that
No,
was
it's Dio
Rainbow.
era.
Yeah, this would have been, I
This was
think,
Joe
Graham Bonnet, right?
Graham Bonnet era. So
Yeah.
would it was
Then
it Since You've Been Gone on that record?
Since You've Been gone.
Yeah, Motorhead.
Oh,
then
boy.
yes.
Yeah.
Motorhead.
You don't like Rainbow?
It's good. No.
No.
I don't like anything post Dio with Rainbow for the most part. It's,
I like a lot of that Dio stuff. I don't know. I like the.
I don't think
like,
any of it's great as far as an album, but like the songs I like are all the Dio stuff.
I like the Rainbow stuff without Dio, but as a full record, I'll go with the Motorhead record over that one.
Okay.
Quick Motorhead question for you. Do you prefer the first like era, whatever, the first 5-6 albums or whatever, or do you like the latter, or do you equally?
I mean,
Oh, the
it's
first
all the same to me.
Is it?
I put that stuff on shuffle, and I can play stuff from the '90s, stuff from the 2000s, and the old school stuff too. I love it all.
I give a slight edge to the newer stuff, but only I think largely because I think it's recorded better.
Yeah, they had better
Yeah.
production on the later
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah, some of their early
But like,
stuff.
I mean,
is a
Ace of
little rough.
Spades, I still think you can't beat for their best
Right.
song.
No, I get all that for
but
that.
No,
but
I get where
trio,
you're going with this.
the last
So,
like
yeah.
15, 20 years before Lemmy died. I mean, whatever that lineup, I thought was the best lineup.
And they never came out with a bad album. I mean, Motorhead don't have no music from the Elder. You know, they never.
Well,
had a
Motorhead is
weird
like
album.
AC/DC. They're just one
In a
record.
way,
They
yeah.
sound the same. Yeah.
Yeah, they found their formula. They stuck with it. It worked.
Except for Orgasmatron. That was the one.
But I like that record though. I do
That was
like
a terrible recording.
I like that
mix of
record.
That one. That one's hard. But I'll tell you what. There's times though. Do you ever go through it when you're listening to Motorhead and you're like, everything else is not rock? Like you get into this phase, you're like, everything else is bullshit. This is the only thing
Yeah.
that's pure. Like if you go listen to it for a couple of
Yeah. Oh yeah, Brian Robbo from Thin Lizzy was in Motorhead for a little while. I remember
That's
that.
right.
That's that record that we're talking about, right? Wasn't that the Orgasmatron, or is that a different? Well, that's Another Perfect Day.
Another Perfect
That's
Day.
right.
That's
Yep.
right.
that's his music from
That's-
the Elder.
That's the weird one. Yeah.
Yep.
It's not that
There's still
weird.
some
though.
really good stuff
No,
on
it's
that.
there's
though.
good stuff. That was
For
one he actually
Motorhead it
tried
is,
for
but,
Motorhead.
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if there is one that's a little different from the rest, I guess maybe that one.
Mhm.
Nah, I'm going with Motorhead on this.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
me
too.
too.
And
I
most
as well.
everybody else. In
Yeah,
the chat.
everybody's a couple
of
people.
rainbows in there.
Yeah.
Couple
Most
All right, that-
everybody's going with-
These will get harder as they go.
All right,
That's
so
what she
that's
said.
the end of the first half of the first bracket. Up next, the matchup is Van Halen Diver Down versus Ted Nugent's.
Oh God damn it!
Wait, I didn't even
There's-
hear the
wait,
album title from Ted Nugent. Go ahead.
It's
Me either.
Nugent. Yeah,
Which Nugent album?
Nugent.
Is this the one where he's just standing in an empty room and
No
looking
Is it
shirt
just called
on,
Ted
probably.
Nugent?
Yeah,
It's
I know
just
which
called
one it is.
Nugent. It's his self-titled debut, I guess.
I don't even remember this record.
It's called Nugent.
That's
it's
pretty
got a-
bad.
No, it's good. But
What's
Like
on
the
it?
worst Van
It's not
Halen
Van
record
Halen.
against Nugent.
Yeah.
Does that have the first version of Screaming Eagles?
Hang on, I gotta look one time to make sure I know what's all on that one.
He
Screaming
enunciates differently. Re-imana Eagles. That goes Christopher Walken on or something.
I don't think there's any songs about barbecues. on
I was
that
waiting.
one.
Well, then I'm
waiting
voting
for that.
against it because
Yeah,
of that.
me too.
For that fact
Oh,
alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I gotta pick Van Halen, but that record sucks.
It's like the worst Van Halen record.
It is
We're-
100%.
We're deciding
Well,
diver,
maybe
diver down. Yeah.
This one or Fair Warning. Neither one of those are just.
Oh,
You don't like
come
Fair Warning?
on,
Get the
this
fuck outta
guy
here.
with these controversial opinions.
That's a hot take.
Controversial.
All
Yeah,
right,
it's,
Greg.
a, it's a
I
super
mean,
hot take.
Ted
You
Nugent.
know who else thinks that? The people who spend money and buy records because it's not one of their best-selling records.
Okay.
I don't care
Okay.
how it's sold, but it's got great stuff on it.
Yeah, woman.
I'm just saying it's not a hot take. It's not like oh, how can you say that? You know, it's like nah. It's like whatever.
Okay. Go listen to
Yeah, Mean
Balance.
Street sucks.
No.
That's
Mean
fuck
Street
that.
sucks. Are you
Come
fucking?
on.
No, I hate that song.
That's not a hot take. That's
How do you hate that song?
stupid bullshit.
I listened to it and I was like, wow, that is not very good. It's super boring.
Come on.
Why did people tell me this was good?
That's
I
like my
'Cause it
favorite
is.
Van Halen song.
Well, I thought it was better when they redid it when Warrant did it and called it Bonfire.
Nice callback.
I like that.
All right.
This guy, I'm too far over. I can't point at you.
Yeah, the
This-
Ted
this
Nugent
guy-
album don't have classics. You don't have Stranglehold or nothing like that.
We're
on
gonna
it. It's got
forget the
Neil
bracket
Gunner.
just argued.
You know what though? I'll give it up.
Yeah.
I'll go right now. Diver Down does suck, but at the same time, I like the beginning of Pretty Woman. What can I say? Intruder? I like an Intruder. What do
Yeah.
you say? What do you think? Well, intro.
It's got moments.
You're gonna get Eddie's playing on it, and you're gonna be able to listen to it in one headphone. You know, you can.
I mean, Hang 'em High is killer.
I mean, I'll take Diver Down over the other.
I tell you
one.
what, the biggest fuck you to their
Little
fans was
guitars.
the
Little
single.
Guitars is great.
Yeah.
The single for Pretty Woman. The B side is Happy Trails.
Yeah.
It's like 10 seconds
Highlight
long.
of the record. Highlight of that album.
Oh, you think so? The Happy Trails. Okay.
So, are you taking the Nugent
God
album,
this letter.
Baco?
No, I'm taking Van Halen.
Okay.
I
You have
think
to
you.
take
I think you pegged it though, Baco, when you said when David Lee Roth got Happy Trails pushed onto the record, that's when he took over the band because he knew he'd get anything.
Basically, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's not their best by a long shot, but there's still some killer stuff on there. The Nugent album's all right, but I don't see anybody voting for Nugent.
Couple
here.
people.
Someone just said
Did you see a
Stranglehold.
couple?
Somebody says Stranglehold, but you're like a few years
Wrong
off.
album, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Facebook user says they love
my
their barbecue.
That's a fan.
That's my boy, Facebook
That's
user,
my boy.
buddy.
That's right. Facebook user the best.
Actually,
That's
that's
Bakko.
Zach's
That's
boy.
Bakko's left hand on a different laptop.
Why you
Oh,
gotta
boy.
get gross, man?
We got Sinkin' Stanley in the house. Awesome. We have a celebrity
good.
watching tonight.
Nice.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
And I will say our viewership did jump up significantly when he showed up. So thanks.
Oh, that's great.
Right on.
Yeah, the
That's
Full
what-
Bug. That's a good
Good.
song. Secrets.
All right, so I think it's pretty easy to say that Diver Down is going to advance beyond Nugent here in this one. So let's go to the next matchup.
All right.
This was kind of a weird thing. I don't think these two would ever meet up in any other way other than 40th anniversary albums this year. Alice Cooper, Zipper Catches Skin versus Michael Schenker Group, Assault Attack.
These are layups. All these.
Now, this
so
one
far.
is, I know this one at least is
Couldn't
going to
you
be
have done
difficult
30
for
years
Chris.
instead of 40. I don't know.
I'm gonna go
Go
Zipper
for-
catches Skin.
Over
You guys-
Assault Attack.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go Assault Attack on this one
Come on.
because
Oh,
that
to
Alice
the
Cooper album
listeners.
sucks. Cooper album sucks.
Yeah.
It's the
Nah,
worst one.
I'm going
It is
MSG on
us
this
against
one.
them, LC.
You're going with Zipper
That's
Catch the
fine.
Skin as well,
Look,
Bakko?
I've never heard the other album, so by default I have to go with the one I know, and
Oh,
that
come
is
on.
it's the Blackout Period. You know what?
Okay.
Michael Schenker Group.
Schenker's the
Don't
best
care.
stuff.
I
is
love
the
Blackout
Macaulay Schenker
Period,
group.
but
Well, you
But if
know
I'm
what?
putting those two albums against
let's-
each other.
Let's call it a tie between us
Mhm.
and
Yes.
leave it to the people.
Hold on, let me ask this: is Zipper Catches Skin the one that has a song called Scrooge's Song?
I don't think so.
Scrooge's.
Oh,
Maybe.
don't look for reason to change your vote. Let's go to the voters.
Well, Aaron, are you going to be at National City on the
Yes.
21st? Okay.
Oh no, I'm saying there is a song on there called
Okay.
Scrooge's Song.
Okay.
Make
Keep
that
rolling.
money.
I
Scrooge's
give-
song.
I
Oh,
give
it is.
Bakko my
I
vote.
know it is. Make that money.
Is that what it is? Yes. That's
Yeah.
then I give it to Michael Schenker just because that song is on there. That's my point.
Quick shout out to my man Russ. Yes, I am going to be in Ashland City on the 21st for the
Okay.
big wrestling show. The Wild Boys are going to be there making a special appearance. That's
And
Ben
you can hear
Jordan.
more about that on patreon.com/Ron Keel. Oh,
Actually, I just did. I was last
There's
night.
a lot
I
of
was,
shit on the Ron
I was
Keel
on the
Patreon.
StreamYard last night.
I'll be right back.
I had all this set up already, so I was on the StreamYard
Mm-hmm.
last night with a show called PWZ, which is Pro Wrestle Zone, and they interviewed me. It's pretty cool. I interview everybody else, but they interviewed me, and we talked about wrestling. So a lot of cool stuff on there.
all right. So where did we wind up with the four of us?
Tied.
So tied. So we'll go.
No,
To the
no.
listener.
LC changed his vote to Schenker.
Okay, so Schenker.
Did he really?
Well, let's look through
He
since
did.
he had to step out. We'll look through real quick. So Russ says Alice Cooper. Facebook user says MSG. She's gonna go with the Frankenbeans Killer.
I don't know.
Well,
That
that
sounds
means
like an
something.
Alice Cooper
Alice
album,
Cooper?
a song title off this album, though.
Frankenbeans Killer. I thought that was
Yeah.
a Jesus Chrysler record.
That wouldn't surprise me.
That's all
MSG.
music from the Elder.
Music from the
Cecil's
Zipper.
not familiar with either album. They're both worth your time, Cecil. You should check both out.
No, it's the worst Alice Cooper album. It's not very good.
I don't think it's the worst. No, Pretty's for You is the worst Alice Cooper album.
I don't know. They're both pretty bad. I mean, when you're Alice Cooper and you've had so many albums over the years, he's got some bad ones in there. And Zipper Catches Skin is one
Oh.
of the worst.
There's good stuff on there.
I don't know.
But Assault Attack by MSG is way better.
Yeah, it's a pretty killer album. I'd
Yeah.
rather listen to that, and that's the way I'm looking at it.
What is it? Oh, Zipper and Skin. Oh, AK. I didn't get it, Kristen. I'm fucking slow. Frankenbeans Killer. Zipper Catches Skin. Get
Oh,
it?
okay. None of us got it. We're all too slow.
So Assault Attack moves on.
It moves on, and LC is nowhere to be found.
I'll give him a minute before we get in the next one. We'll let him be the tiebreaker. All right, so then the next matchup.
It's stricter.
This one I don't know about either. I love both these albums a lot, but I got a feeling one's going to run away with it. Judas Priest Screaming for Vengeance versus Accept, Restless and Wild. I love them both, but I mean, we're talking about Screaming for Vengeance.
This is probably the closest one we've done so far, but yeah.
You think so?
Priest.
Yeah, I have to go Priest.
I think it's probably the closest one so far, too. But hey, it's Loose Cannon's chair, everybody.
There he is.
It's Loose Cannon.
With his big microphone.
You forfeited your vote.
That's fine. I gave Bakko my voting rights.
We moved on without you. The tournament's over.
Good. Who won?
Good.
Creatures?
Alice Cooper, Zipper.
We should have a fest in celebration.
Michael Schenker Group won the whole thing. You wouldn't
Damn
believe
it. I shouldn't have let him go by.
Actually, you got back just in time to help us decide. I think it's already decided, though, between all three of us and all the people. You want to be weird and outsider? Here's the one for you. Judas Priest Screaming for Vengeance versus Accept, Restless and Wild.
Jesus Christ, Screaming for Vengeance. One of the best top 20 ever.
Still pretty tough because those are great albums. I don't see a single. Oh, I say that, but Mighty K.
She picked
the single vote for Accept.
She also thanked LC for wearing pants.
Good.
That's the kind of thing you drink too many beers and then you forget you're not wearing pants and you stand up.
Yeah, shorts, gray shorts. It's all right. Hopefully, you didn't see too much thigh. That's for my fans.
You got to be careful live streaming.
That's patreon.com/LC.
That's correct.
Ron Keel. No, it's all
Ron Keel. Sorry.
So right now, all shorts need to hit the knee.
Pantsless podcasting with Loose Cannon.
That's the right length.
$1 a month.
Agreed.
This is like turn into the greatest advertisement for Ron Keel's Patreon.
There's people watching this right now going, "Oh, I didn't know Ron Keel had a Patreon."
Yeah, you know now.
Can you imagine?
You can find out Aaron Camaro's schedule, what kind of pants LC's wearing, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, he's getting all these questions. He's like, "What's these bullshit questions?"
All the burning questions are.
I'm a goddamn metal cowboy. I don't know these answers.
I want to answer the next one first so I can go get a beer. Is that all right?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So the last matchup in the first round, Scorpions Blackout versus Manowar Battle Hymns.
Hey, Scorpions.
Okay. All right.
Scorpions.
A Manowar. They don't wear pants.
No, that's what you should have on. It's like a loincloth.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm wearing.
That's what you guys should show up for at Rockin' Pod next year. Loincloth.
Who are we? We're Manowar. Can't you tell?
And then Ages of Rock will, matching loincloths.
Oh, that's true. Like the shirts. I like that. Matching loincloths that say Ages of Rock on the
That's right. Just so you don't forget.
Ages of what?
Yeah.
Ages of Cock.
So it's Manowar and what was the other one again?
What was it?
I blanked out when I heard Manowar.
Scorpions, Blackout.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Blackout's a classic.
Blackout's a damn awesome album. Maybe Scorpions' best.
What's that? Look at Kristen going against the grain on all these. She picked Man of Fucking War.
Man of Fucking War. Yeah.
Yep.
I always thought that the Man of War should have had that saxophonist from the Lost Boys. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That
Sexy
guy.
Sax Man.
So all of a sudden, like if Man of War does like a solo tour like Jared Cantrell, they throw him in there too.
Yeah.
He just shows up. Yeah.
Like Ross the Boss is like, I'm doing a solo tour. Find me the saxophone player from Lost Boys.
That is like the one band that guy would fit in, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. Is that shows up?
Like
He's already
him
got
and Kane Roberts in the same band. Like what if you had like the money? Like Frontiers likes to put together all these super groups all the time.
Bobby Rock on drums.
Bobby Rock on drums. Kane Roberts on guitar. What if find all
God.
the most muscular dudes and put
Muscle
them all
rock.
in one band? It could be the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, those guys legit could do a song called Get in the Ring, not Guns N' Roses.
We could
Yeah.
call the band Roid Rage.
That's right. That's a built band.
That is a built band.
So that wraps up round 1.
Okay.
Right there. That finishes it. Now shit's going to get difficult. Really
Are you
difficult.
telling me that there's nothing?
And
Of
real
those-
quick, how can you
Yeah.
tell Bobby Rock and Kane Roberts apart if they're in the same band?
One's a vegan.
One has a machine gun guitar.
One's playing drums?
No, look, when they're hanging out and walking around, bro. I mean,
Well, one of
yeah.
them's like 10 miles a day doing live stream. That's Bobby
Mm.
Rock.
Okay.
I think it'd be cool. Super muscle band.
Right.
All right, so here we are in the second round. This is where shit gets tough because you get matchups like Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast versus Kiss, Creatures of the Night.
I go with
Creatures.
Kiss.
Yeah. Creatures. Also, what about in that add to that group the Thor?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Thor.
He's going back right on.
there was another
you
one
guys-
too.
That's a good
Did
one.
you- have you guys seen the documentary about Thor?
Mm-mm. But it
On
needs Kane
your
Roberts and Bobby Rock.
recommenda- You talked about it on an episode of
Decibel
Decibel
Geek.
Geek back in the day.
It's
It's
great.
on Netflix, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah,
amazing.
at least it was. I don't know if it still is, but it's awesome. Yeah.
Is it like an Anvil type thing, or is it recent
Yeah,
or
kind
old?
of. It's similar to the Anvil thing, but it
Okay.
goes through his whole history. But the documentary is a lot better than his music.
So it is like Anvil.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Anvil's
Yeah.
horrible.
Kristen asked if Danzig would be in that band.
How much did they have to pay Slash to act like that he liked Anvil for the 22nd season of that documentary?
Yeah, and Lars
I
Ulrich
can't
too.
imagine those guys had.
I
they
don't
must
doubt
actually
that
like
Lars
them.
Ulrich liked Anvil. He liked a lot
saying-
of that stuff.
You're saying Lars has bad taste? I mean, are you basing that on his art collection?
No, I'm basing it on his food selection.
So we're all going Kiss on this?
Yeah. Well, I don't know, Aaron.
Yeah, gotta go Kiss.
Oh wow. So
What's the people saying? They all say
the-
Kiss or
It's
Maiden.
a lot of Maiden, man.
a lot of Maiden. Yeah. So like we
Sinkin'
eliminated
Stanley
Maiden.
video Bob tried to call Eric Singer, but he didn't get through, and then I don't think
Yeah.
he tried again after that.
Well, Sinkin' Stanley said Cheater Chris, but yeah, he tried to call Eric Singer. The original copycat. All right.
What? Mrs. Fugger don't know anything off of Creatures of the Night?
Dum, dum, tsh.
Go play it for her.
You never heard
Cliff.
Killer?
Killer's killer.
I agree, but
Rock and
Give
roll
me-
hell was a
Give me
huge.
rock and roll hell. Give me danger.
I
Satan
was gonna
Center.
say.
You take
Look,
Danger.
I
still
love that
you.
record.
Hey, look, we're at 5
Pretty
now.
awesome.
Let's finish the record title track. Since that we should do like a round robin. One of those things is like you have to finish it, and like you do like a, I don't know. It'd be fun.
Yeah, we're a bunch of Satan sinners here.
All right. Well, if it's based on the four of us outvoting everyone else, Kiss moves on. So then the next matchup, this is kind of an odd one too, brings us Aerosmith, Rockin' a Hard Place versus Motorhead, Iron Fist.
God, I'm just not
Motorhead.
that familiar with Iron Fist though.
I
I'm
like
a big
both.
fan of that album. That was my introduction to Motorhead, so that album always means a lot
Yeah.
to me. So I'm gonna go Motorhead.
I'll go Aerosmith.
1-1.
Give me
No,
another track off.
I said Motorhead. So
Oh, okay.
2-1
2-1.
Aerosmith.
I'll just go with Motorhead too because it was in their prime
All
zone.
right.
All right, so we go to the listeners.
Looks like the listeners, the people tuned in with us, are so far all
Motorhead.
voting for Motorhead.
Motorhead. Even Sinkin' Stanley thinks Motorhead should win.
Wow.
I'm just curious,
Excellent.
but 3 of us picked Motorhead. Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So Motorhead moves on.
Motorhead moves on. All right. Over to the other side. Brings us up to Van Halen Diver Down versus Michael Schenker Group Assault Attack.
Fucking Schenker. I don't even know because I have never heard that album.
No,
but I'm not a fan of Diver Down though.
You need to listen to that record.
Yeah, it is pretty good, but I mean,
but
the couple of songs on Diver Down that are good,
they're
so fucking good.
Yeah,
that I think it carries it beyond.
And I'll agree.
Right. Just real quick, what did Schenker beat?
Schenker beat Alice Cooper's Zipper Catches Skin.
Because I was like, I thought he'd already beat Van Halen.
I got to go with Van Halen on this one.
I just go Van Halen, I guess, because I don't know the other.
He looks like the
Christian's
Van Halen, Facebook user MSG, Sink Stanley Van Halen.
Because I like to learn
Russ
things.
Van
Is this his
Halen.
first, second? What in the zone? What zone is this for him?
I think that was his second record. The first one came out in 81.
Okay.
Now
Is
the
this
first
what you
one
would-
is
If you're going to start with one, would this be the one?
yeah. Well, no, the first one is the one you want. That's the
I
one I
always
would
thought
choose.
his
The tech's
logo was
pretty good.
better than his music. So
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
logo.
he did a pretty awesome logo.
yeah.
Like Armed and Ready is like an amazing. It's like the Lost Judas Priest song, but yeah, I don't know. I love Gary Barden doing the vocals. Sounds like Rob Halford. I love that stuff.
Okay.
Most people are going with Van Halen.
Yeah, it looks like everyone's going with Van Halen. Van Halen advances to the semifinals. Final matchup in this round brings us. Oh, this is a good one too, but I don't know. Judas Priest Screaming for Vengeance versus Scorpions Blackout. Arguably the best albums by both bands.
Arguably, yeah. I'd go with Priest.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Priest too, but I mean, I really love them both. I really love Blackout. I think that, to me, that's my favorite Scorpions album.
Kristen, we're so
hate
different.
both. What the hell?
How do you hate both of those
Who
records?
hates both?
Kristen,
What?
that surprises me.
Come on. The first three tracks on and I'm four. Just Priest. Just like boom. The
It's
just
classic.
1, 2, 3, 4 punch, including the intro. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I think
It's
you have
hard
to go with Priest.
Yeah, if you're,
Yeah.
I mean, there's some great
and this
stuff
is
on that
like-
Scorpions album,
I
but
don't
if
know.
you're
I mean,
going
it's like
song
a top
for
20 album
song,
of all time.
Yeah.
Vengeance, you mean?
I mean,
it's just
I agree with LC on that, and I just, I mean, I'm not that big of a Scorps guy, so I'm a little biased. Yeah,
Scorpio.
yeah. See, and it's Scorpions was a
Priest.
band that, other than Rock You Like a Hurricane, I didn't know nothing about the Scorpions when I was younger. It wasn't until I was older and started going back and listening to some of that 70s, like early 80s stuff that I really appreciated the Scorpions. But you just can't fuck with you're Screaming for Vengeance.
I like that double disc anthology of the Scorpions. That's a great album.
Was it Greatest Hits?
Yeah. Why don't I get crickets for that, Chris?
Hit the crickets.
Yeah, it's like
There you
it's that and Crossroads for Bon Jovi. Great album.
It's probably my favorite Bon Jovi record.
I actually like Crossroads. It's got everything you need.
Oh, Bon Jovi Crossroad?
Yeah.
The greatest hits record?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
That's what else you need.
And it has
That's
all
not too bad.
on it.
Since that goes in with the not too bad, yeah.
Hey, I like Bon Jovi, or at least I did. All right, we're down to the final four.
Here's what we're down to. It's Kiss, Creatures of the Night versus Motorhead, Iron Fist. What a battle. Oh, man, I love that Motorhead album, but I'm such a damn Kiss fan.
I think
I really-
Creature should
I really-
win this whole thing. I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
with
I really
that.
thought this was going to tighten up a lot more.
Yeah.
Creatures.
Yeah, Creatures. I
Yeah,
mean, I got to go with Creatures just because of Ace's guitar work on the album. It's great.
I got to go with Creatures just because of Ace's photo on the album.
Yeah, there you go. That's
Ace was
classic.
incredible on that record.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what,
that's
so
LC?
cool.
That was an amazing joke. It hit me late. Good job.
I mean, that
I'm
triple
gonna
guitar
use it
solo.
next year.
Yeah,
Ace were like played out of his mind on that record.
it's amazing.
Mm.
Yes.
Finally sobered
No,
up.
Right now, Vinny
remember it,
Vincent is
Curly.
like, I knew they were against me.
Go to ronkeel.com, or Patreon/ronkeel.com to hear more about that.
You want to hear more about
Probably
that?
fucked up the
Yeah.
web address. Jesus.
Mhm.
You want to hear more about that? Join up with Ron Keel's Patreon.
Please pepper him with these questions.
We don't know the answers, but we know who does.
I
And
was
that's
told
Ron
to go
Keel.
here, and you had the answers.
You know what? That would be
I'm
the
sorry,
best
Mr.
way.
Keel, but I'm very disappointed for my contribution.
This would really be the best way to fuck with him back. Is to go on his
Really would.
Patreon and start hitting him with, like, where is the video where you talk about creatures over?
Where's your breakdown of the Creatures of the Night record, man? Come
I
on.
want to know more details about the Jerry Cantrell concert.
What the hell's going on?
And he'll be like, where the fuck are these questions coming from?
Everybody tells me you're a big fan of Local H. What can you tell me about that?
Could you just tour with 2 people and still do it?
I'm not supposed to write a review of the Glorious Sons record. What the hell is this?
Oh my god!
I can't believe you think Scorpion's Blackout is better than Screaming for Vengeance. What the hell's wrong with you, Ron Keel?
Yeah. You call yourself a tastemaker?
I don't know what album that female sang on the Led Zeppelin song. I don't know. Just be a whole
Go to patreon.com/Ron Keel and
Oh, shit.
please
There's gonna be a 404
destroy
era.
this guy's life.
He's gonna
And tell him I
disconnect.
sent you.
It's like, fuck this
God.
Patreon
All right,
stuff. It was a
I
good
gotta
run.
look back to what the people are doing here. It looks like a lot of Creatures of the Night.
You'll never get invited back to the hot tub, Bakko.
Nope.
I'm gonna be out. I'm out. Yeah.
Baco's gonna have his swim trunks, his towel, and Keel's gonna be like, dude.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Not
But
that
I
bullshit.
brought a 6-pack of Coors Light.
He never asked you to shower first
And
before
they'll be
getting in the
like,
hot tub.
I got a
I will.
6-pack of Natty Light, and he's like, okay.
That'll do it.
I ain't know where we
Deal-maker.
were.
Deal maker and taste maker. Get on in here. All right, Kiss advances to the finals with Creatures of the Night. This is going to be interesting. I'm pretty interesting to hear to see what the people think of this one. Van Halen Diver Down versus Judas Priest Screaming for Vengeance.
Oh,
Come on.
Judas Priest.
It's if only Judas Priest Screaming for Vengeance with 50% covers.
We need March
Yeah.
Madness level seeding here. This is
man.
ridiculous. This is
Vengeance.
a silly vengeance. Yes.
No, all right.
Yeah.
So now we got Vengeance versus. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I still like to give the people a chance to see what they're going to do, what they think.
What do you guys think?
The Wisconsin Bulldogs are Kiss fans. That's funny. That is like the most inside of inside jokes. Like nobody knows.
I have no idea what you're
Me
talking about.
either.
So years ago, they played a joke on
I'm
me.
hoping that LC actually knows. That'd be amazing.
No, nobody knows. That's the beautiful thing about it. You know what? Maybe someday I'll tell you guys about it on Patreon.
Boom.
Patreon.com/Ron Keel.
There is
Ron
so much gated material.
Yeah, if you're not sure what I mean when I say the Wisconsin Bulldogs, ask Ron Keel. He'll tell you.
Done.
Anybody for Van Halen, anybody. It's all Priest all day.
Kristen picked him.
Kristen is just
I
being a
I
butt
seriously
tonight. She's
encourage
just
anybody
picking
listening
against
to
everyone.
at least hit Ron Keel up on Facebook or social media somehow, and just it'll be trust me, it'll be funny.
So funny. I get the feeling Kristen's just being a butt tonight and voting against everything. Like you could have like
she's
Weird
being
Al
a butt.
Yankovic
Hey, butt.
versus Judas Priest, and she'd be like Weird Al.
There's some harsh
Hey,
words there.
don't let us lose our one female listener.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
come on.
say, yeah, you're kind of sexist.
We
Aaron
love you.
Kamara called me a
What do you
butt.
mean,
I was
kinda?
out.
We love you, Kristen.
Yeah.
Quit
so mean.
mansplaining how this works to Kristen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy. And that's the
Oh,
first
give
time
me
the
a
word
break.
mansplaining has been used on the Friday Night Live stream.
And
Thank you.
wouldn't you know, Bakko would be the one. Surprise, surprise.
Oh my.
I'm very progressive.
Yes.
Yeah. progressive. Like
Oh no,
Rush.
Kristen, you better not. We love you.
He's progressive for a podcaster.
Like Rush. All right, here's what it comes down to: Creatures of the Night versus Screaming for Vengeance.
Oh man.
Let's watch Loose Cannon's head explode.
Well, if it was Lick It Up,
No,
he would claim that.
No.
Your theory is like
you're saying Creatures of the Night versus Screaming for Vengeance.
Screaming for Vengeance.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is it okay if I go first?
Yeah, go
Please.
for it.
So, love Creatures of the Night. It's definitely a top 5 Kiss album for me, easily. Maybe a top 3. But you cannot deny if I'm putting that Screaming for Vengeance, and this is Bakko, I think, disagrees with me about this, but I think that Kiss heard British Steel and that whole that vibe, and actually use that to up their game with
100%.
Creatures. So I think that they use the Judas Priest template a little bit.
No,
for
actually,
that
what
and
you
Lick It Up.
said that I just real quick.
What? Go ahead.
What you said that I disagree with was that you said "Lick It Up" was a rewrite of Another Thing Coming. And
I did. I still think
don't-
that.
Yeah, right. But I've never heard what you just said before. That British
I've said it
Steel-
before. You just haven't listened.
You never
Well-
listened.
I follow your lead when it comes to that. So,
Like you said, we have 2 different. We have like what was your phrase?
Yeah. We don't need to
2
recap
different-
that.
Oh,
Well, we're
okay.
not going to
to
break
go
up the
down
show
there.
here. Come on.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so because of that, I think the template of Creatures, I think Creatures of the Night was because they listened to British Steel, and I think there's a lot of Priest on those two albums. My point is Screaming for Vengeance. That's it. That's why, because I think
Wow.
that's the real, and it's gold. And I was not. I can tell you this much too. I was not a Priest fan until much later. Screaming for Vengeance, British made me go deep into Priest much later because those albums are so fucking strong. So,
Man, that's a compelling thing, man. I was right on the fence with this one. Wasn't sure which way to go. But what you say makes a lot of sense. I always remember my Uncle Bruce would tell me,
I've never heard that before after I've talked.
Kiss
So keep
is
going.
for little kids now, because he went and seen Kiss. Priest opened. He said that Kiss shit's for little kids now. Judas Priest is where it's at. That changed, and Kiss had to see that when all the bright, pretty colors for Kiss didn't work. They said, man, look what Priest is doing. We lost a bunch of our fans by bringing them on tour with us, and they're dark and they're gritty like we used to be when people liked us.
Right.
And we were like that. We need to get back to that. I love Kiss. I tell everybody, if I pick one band as my favorite band of all time, it's always going to be Kiss. But when it's album versus album like this, boy, if Ace Frehley played on Creatures of the Night, I'd go the other way, but he don't.
Oh, that's
I'm going
bullshit.
Screaming for Vengeance. So that's 2 for Judas Priest.
I'm going to go last. Bakko, what's your pick?
Well, I think just to comment on some of the commentary there is that between British Steel and Creatures of the Night was Music from the Elder, preceded by Unmasked, preceded by Dynasty, which really set all the dominoes in motion that led to Creatures of the Night. So yeah, I'm sure the Kiss was aware that Judas Priest was releasing these records. They had them on tour, but to say that they actually just stopped and said, that's what we got to do, is a little simplistic for me. That's it. But 100%, it's not, honestly, for me, it's not close. And I love Creatures of the Night, but Judas Priest, Screaming for Vengeance.
Wow. See?
I'm going to be
3.
weird.
Yeah.
Of any album that was on this whole list that would actually challenge Creatures of the Night to win this thing, this is the one.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's the finals.
And I'm not going to make it a tiebreaker. I'm going to go with Judas Priest on this because I go back to this record way more than I go back to Creatures of the Night. I hate to say that, but it's true. Judas Priest wins.
It was, but it wouldn't have been a tiebreaker anyway, right? It's unanimous.
Yep.
Yeah, it is unanimous.
Oh, okay.
I gotta say,
I want to go all Godzilla on this bullshit.
Kristen's pissed.
Here's the whole thing. I have to say, I am very proud of all 4 of us because we're all massive Kiss fans, but we are not Kiss tards. Okay, I think this just proves it right here. We're not blind.
I'm a bit
of course.
Kiss tard.
Of course. if Ace had been on this album, I'm not sure if such objective reasoning could be
Aaron
there.
would have gone with Kiss if Ace
Yeah,
was on
totally.
that.
And I even said that right up front.
Being honest.
But you know what? I'll go as far as say this: if Ace Frehley played on Creatures of the Night, I bet you we'd all pick Creatures of the Night.
No.
Well, I mean, it's still the same record, right?
Because I still gotta go song by song.
But it's way better because Ace Frehley plays on it.
Kristen's mad at you, Aaron.
Falcon Punch. What's a Falcon Punch?
I don't know what a Falcon
I'll
Punch
tell you
is.
this.
Sounds painful.
There's
though.
only
sounds terrible.
maybe 1 or 2 songs between the two that I consider skippers. So they're both amazing records. But the Priest record, it might be my favorite Priest album of all of them. But it is so fucking good.
First album I ever bought on CD.
It's not always the fact that an artist's album that's the most popular and sells the most is their best, but I think that is the case with Priest because that has to be their.
Is this their best selling?
Right?
I guess I
would
assumed
think
it was
so.
Turbo. I thought either Turbo or Defenders. I thought was a better selling.
I'd have to look. Not really.
Or
sure.
actually British Steel. To be honest with you, historically that probably caught up to everything. But
yeah, I don't know, man. I like Stained
Wikipedia.
Class. Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
What's Wikipedia? I've never heard of it.
Send Zach.
Bracket Brawl. Come on, graphics. Come on. We didn't see
You
enough
want the
graphics.
graphic again? All right, hang on.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, there you go.
Bracket Brawl.
Bracket Brawl 2022
Drama.
Oh, I got to add a year in now.
Vengeance.
Like the echo works better if you do this.
It's right.
I love it. All right, my turn to take a break.
Well, we're wrapping up
done,
now,
man.
Aaron.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Take a break forever.
We're wrapping up. It's almost
we are?
9 o'clock.
That's the end? Oh, I thought you guys were going to keep going.
We've been out of material for an hour and a half.
It's 9 o'clock already. I'll be damned. Well, never mind.
He has to go drop a grumpy.
I was going to say, I think I can hold it for like 3 more minutes.
Yeah, you could make it for like a couple more. We're just going to wrap up here. But thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you guys for being good sports about this and doing this again, letting us bug you
I
about
thought it was largely a
behind
poor
the stuff.
sport, but thank you. Yes.
You were largely a poor sport? I thought you were great.
I'm just kidding. I'm trying to lighten things up here.
It's too late for all that.
Insert
if you were going to do that, you should have done it an hour ago.
Well, let's get
as usual.
Let's get plugs in aside from patreon.com/Ron Keel. Where can people find Cobras and Fire?
Patreon.com/Ron.
Oh, I'm the person doing this. Well, the best place to find Cobras and Fire is to go to cobrasandfire.com. On the site, you can find all the links to all your favorite podcast players. You're going to see the most recent episodes. You also, besides our regular show, if you're not familiar, we make fun of what we love, and what we love is rock and roll. So besides our normal show too, we have interviews, about 50 interviews from everybody from. Just go and check it out. But we've got Jakey Lee. Bakko, you're the person. Just name 3 people.
Loose Cannon was a part of 10 of those.
Yes, but you did the most of them.
Go
you know
with, your former roommate. Let's hear from White Line.
Oh, you mean if you want to hear wait, an interview with Mike Tramp, you can. Or how about this? Yeah. Listen, Rob fucking Halford. Check out that interview. The Bakko did a couple years ago. But that's it. Just go to Cobras and Fire. Just search. Where else are you gonna? If you type in Cobras
Sweet and Ron
and
Keel
Fire, you're gonna find our show. No, it's fine. Or you're gonna find Cobra Kai, and you're gonna go and watch some Karate Kid stuff. But besides that, you'll find a podcast. Just
there is a chance. So if you Google Cobra Kai, you might actually stumble on a couple of our episodes too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that worked out nice for us.
Well,
This isn't Ralph Macchio. What the fuck?
Where's LaRussa? I don't doubt that. That's Johnny Lawrence.
I thought this. You told me, Chris, we had Ralph Macchio on the show tonight. Yeah. This has been LC all along. What's
the majority of our plays are the first 30 seconds saying nope, wrong show. the last 3 or 4 shows. 3 or 4 years.
Awesome.
I think it's more like nope. But this is way better than LaRussa.
Yeah.
And I think another important thing to know about Cobras and Fire is, we've We've answered a lot of questions tonight, but I mean, it's a world full of craziness in the whole world. If you have any questions about anything in the whole world you'd ever want to ask anybody, all you got to do is join Ron Keel's Patreon.
That's right.
And ask, and he'll tell you the answers.
Yeah.
You know,
So
what beers contain jism?
Mm-hmm. I
He'll
would
have
start.
the
I would
answer,
lead. That's
you know?
always. I would lead with that.
yeah, it gets the
That's
attention.
important stuff to know, and only he knows the answers. So become
I'm going to have
a
to
Ron
send him a
Keel
link to the
Patreon
replay of this one.
subscriber. Tell
So
him Cobras and Fire sent you.
And one other thing is that just to note the connection for those that maybe the first time suffering us is that on the site Cobras and Fire, you'll find the archive, which we recently talked about, of all the articles that Bakko and I wrote on Decibel Geek, which is the Tinder of how I swiped right and I met him. Okay, and that's how we met.
Tinder of rock and roll.
Tinder of rock and roll. And
So I should feel like a pimp.
Yeah, you should.
Thanks.
You hooked us up, man.
Yeah.
He's been pleasuring me since 2015.
And there's another check that I never got in the mail.
Right.
And if you're not sure how to check out some of the past episodes, just hook up with our sloppy seconds side action there, Scott Crouch. He'll lay it all on for you.
He'll let you know.
Yes, Scott Crouch will send you transcripts. He'll write them himself and everything like that. So he is your guy. He'll actually, he'll guide you through.
And if you need to know where to start with Cobras and Fire or Decibel Geek or which episodes are the best, again, ask Ron Keel.
That's right.
So I got an idea. Can we do a Rock's Not Dead on the way out? I've got a finisher for it.
Ooh,
Sure.
I can't wait.
All right. LC, go for it.
Are we done?
Yeah. Just do the Rock's Not Dead and I'll finish it for
so this
you.
is the okay. You want to get out of here, Bakko?
Sure.
Rock's not dead.
But it's at Ron at But it's at patreon.com/Ron Keel.
Let's do that
Bye,
again.
everybody.
That's okay. We usually do it.
Let's do it again. We'll fix it
Let's do it again
It's
live.
not live.
Go for
It's
it.
not
All
live.
right,
People
go for
People
it.
love edits. All right. You want to get out of here, Bakko?
Yeah, what about you, AC? I'm talking Camaro.
I'm ready to go. What about you, Chris?
Sure, but it's at Ron fucked it up again. Bye. Patreon.com/Ron Keel.
Jesus Christ. This is like us before editing.
I know.
It really
Yes,
is.
I wasn't supposed to throw to him.
This is why we
That's
edit. All right. Let's just say bye, everybody. Bye, everybody.
What?